have a deck of cards. You remember, like Iraq, we had deck of cards for Iraq. We now have a deck of card for. Let me.
تک تکشون رو میگیریم.
Yeah. So apparently, wait, I don't know what the name of these names are, and so they're color coded. So the diamond is the money people, right? So the diamonds are the money people. The hearts are IRGC and security forces. So everything as a heart is IRGC and security forces. And guys, what do you call this one? I don't know these names in English. Guys, Goldie, what's this in English?
Turban?
No, this.
Oh,
this.
Spade.
Oh, spade is apparently
it's
people
speak.
close to
in Persian it's speak.
People. Okay, spade is people associated with the supreme leader circle.
Wow.
And then what is the other one in English?
Which one?
The other black one.
Gishnis. That's
Gishnis, I know that's Persian, but what's
club,
that in
club?
Oh, club. Yeah. So club is courts and parliament. Oh.
Ooh, interesting.
The courts and parliament. Yeah.
Sorry, so guys. By the way, guys, I just want to say to everyone, like, we're more used to saying these in like Persian because like we play hukm and like things like that. So like I'm actually more used to like like speak or gishnis or khisht or dil. So I always have to think about it. Even though I'm a native like English language speaker, like I have to think about it because I only play like Iranian card games.
So guys, remember this guy? This is Radan. This is the girl. Remember the girl in the call? She said like my father is at the same level of Radan. This is the man in charge of the main guy in charge of the anti-riot police. So that's Radan. So guys, this is Pezeshkian. These are all the people that need to face justice. Look at it. It's a big list. This is where we're hoping that the United States and Israel target in the next round of attacks. This is Ghalibaf, the head of the parliament. Where's Ejei? Oh, I see you. No, is that it? Yes, that's Ejei. This is Ejei. This is the head of the judiciary. This is the guy that basically in charge of the executions. And this is Pezeshkian, the president. Is Shamkhani here? Shamkhani. Oh, this guy was one of the main advisors of the supreme leader. Golpayagani is the main guy in the office of the supreme leader, his main advisor in his office in the Beit Rapari. Mojtaba Khamenei is Khamenei's son and probably would have been the next supreme leader if the Islamic Republic had time. Oh, Vilayati is here. Sadeghi, this is the guy that stole a lot of land. This is one of the Larijani brothers. Let me see. Oh, Jannati. Jannati is the guy that we always make a joke about that he never dies. He's old as he's really, really old, and people make fun. You know how we say, so and so happened before GTA 6. So we have that about this guy. Like so and so happened before this guy died. That's how old he is. Like he never dies.
I know. خیلی پیره خبر مرگش. Yeah. Oh, people are asking where's Charandi? Is Charandi Marandi here? Someone asked.
Oh, let's look for him.
Yeah, someone asked, is like, where's the guy that Goldie put the fear of God into?
Well, I mean, he's not. They sent him out. Like he's not officially like as part of the regime. But here's the thing, Goldie. They on purpose don't put him. He might be on the list though. They on purpose don't put him as part of the regime, so he could pretend like he's like an unbiased analyst. But they sent him out as a regime propagandist. But they don't. They officially he's not. So this is Ghalibaf, the head of parliament. I already mentioned that. No, he's not here.
Did you go through it all?
Okay, let's go from the top. Let's go from all the way from the top. So Khamenei, Ali Khamenei, Mujtaba Khamenei, Golpayegani, Haqqanian, Safavi, Velayati,
Oh my god, so many of these like امامداران همشونو تیکه تیکه تک تکش نه تیکه تیکه تک تکش
تک تکش.
الان رژیم یاد همینو که گفتم میذارن رو تلویزیونش میگن او گلسا اومد گفت که آخوندا رو تیکه تیکه میکنی. Oh my gosh, okay. Larijani. All right.
Rostami, Akrami, Larijani. This is one of the 3 Larijani brothers. All 3 of them need to be arrested.
And do you guys also see how like they look nothing like us, right? Like they don't look Iranian. They look like deformed ogres. No, right. But they're not Iranian. They're like from like the surrounding countries, and then they're all like inbred, right? Because like no Iranian looks like that. Like Iranistan.
One person is saying, where's Ahmadinejad? Ahmadinejad has been kicked out of the government. He's not in the government anymore.
Yeah, they look like ogres.
Yeah. This is the guy that when we ever
he was the Khayli mashallah dare. He's already dead. I don't know why he's on the deck of cards, because he's already dead.
No, he's not.
Salami should.
Wait, hold on. There was another one.
Yes,
he's dead. Wait, you're right. Yeah. What the hell? Why the hell is he here?
I don't know.
Why is he here? Somebody made a mistake.
The person who did this maybe did it a little bit too quickly, because Salami's already dead. Salami was already turned into salami.
Yeah. What the hell is he? Why is he here?
I don't know. All right, let's continue.
Okay, so
Ghani could be Mossad, though.
Yeah, Ghani might be our guy, guys. Don't hate on him too much. We don't know yet.
Leave him. Save him for last. Save him for last, because we don't know. So we got to. We got to. We got to protect him just in case, because he might be Mossad.
Yeah, so he might be a national hero. So we're not sure. So don't hate on him too much. Okay?
You got to hold off on him.
yeah. So Soleimani, this is a different Soleimani from Qasim Soleimani. Okay, so Soleimani. Why is this here? This guy's dead.
I know, he's dead too.
Yeah, maybe this is old.
Isn't Pakpurham dead, or is he like the new one? I don't know. I can't keep track with all the terrorists.
This guy's alive. This is if you kill this guy, a lot of the anti-riot police will go home. Ismail Khatib, Majid is here. Taeb, this guy was the head of the intelligence at some point, but they fired him. Karami Pezeshkian is here. Oh, this is the vice president of Pezeshkian. Arif. This is the superior gene guy, I think. Is this the superior gene guy? Iranians. Is this the guy that his son came out and said that our family has superior gene compared to other people? So apparently this guy and his family have superior genes, according to his son. Yeah. Right. Iranians, is this the superior gene guy? Yeah, I think so. It's him. Yes, people are saying yes. All right. So Momeini, Arakchi, this guy, this one.
He's free. Like, he's literally from Iraq, because his last name is Arakchi, which means like Iraq.
Iraq means Iraq, yeah.
Iraq. Like,
well, Larijanis are from Iraq too. This guy.
I know. That's why we call Iraq. Of course, like as qiyafash ma'lum, he doesn't look Iranian.
Well, I don't know. Do they? Some of them look like.
Well, some of them are Iranian, but not all of them.
Yeah. Farzin, Paknejad, Ismaili, Jibili, Ahmadian, Mukhber, Muhammad Mukhber, Parviz Fatah, Ejei. Ejei is this guy. We hate this guy so much. Oh my God.
Look at his face.
This guy needs to be hanged. Anyways, none of these other people are that important.
Like, do you see how evil these people are? Like, even just from their faces, you can tell like how evil and demonic these people are, right? Ugh. Literal like modern day Nazis.
Wait. I have a beautiful video, by the way. Let me download this.
Okay, but you still have to do the translation for the cyber attack.
I will.
You're gonna have a long night, Armin.
Okay, but just tell me if you know what this video is. Hold on. Isn't this beautiful?
Oh my god. Our hero, our nameless hero. We don't even know his name yet.
We don't know his name. Let me go find it. Where is it? Oh yeah. Here. So you guys know what this is? Yeah. So here, let me go back to this one. So this was the original video. Look at this man. So what's happening here is that this was an apartment that left its door open for protesters if they were running away to be able to come and hide in the apartment. But the regime forces chasing them saw them going in. So they were chasing after them to come inside. And when they were running away, this one man stood back to hold the door while others were running away. So watch this, where the regime forces were trying to get in to get the protesters. Everybody ran away, but he stood back to protect others, to hold the door. And you saw how they started beating him immediately. Like, here. Like, do you see this? Immediately once they got in, they started attacking him.
Yeah, people in the chat are asking if he's alive. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. So he's sacrificed.
Most likely he's dead. Most likely he was murdered. Yeah.
So he sacrificed himself, and look now, they came for the security camera, and now they're smashing the security camera. And you could also see it from outside. This is the protesters getting in. Oh. And look then after that, the regime.
People are calling him Hodor.
Hodor. Yes, he's Hodor. Yes.
He's the Iranian Hodor. Yeah.
Yeah. So watch it from outside. Yeah. So these are the protesters getting in because the door was open for them. This is the last person. And now the regime forces from outside, they're trying to open the door. And this is where he's holding the door right now. Just by himself, just one man trying to save all those protesters by basically delaying them from getting in.
So yeah, some of them had machetes. I know some of the anti-riot police had machetes.
Yeah.
But see, like he literally knows that by staying back, he's dead, right? He literally spent the final moments of his life holding the door so that his friends could escape.
Yeah. So that's why now they made this for him. Anyways. This is, by the way, for people who don't understand this is based on Persian mythology. So these are divs. And this he's dressed up in, the way like the Persian mythology heroes in Shahnameh, in Ferdowsi's Shahnameh, and these are the divs that he's. Look at the blood here.
Div is the Persian word for demon. So div, D-I-V. Right.
By the way, it's where the word divine comes from, because in Persian it's the opposite of, other languages.
Yeah, it's literally angels versus demons. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like devil. Yeah, kind of like devil. Div, devil. Yeah.
Well, actually, it's more complicated, but I'm not going to.
But I'm saying that the similarity in the sounds.
Similarity. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Ahura for us is like Ashura in Indian. And
Armin, look at this person's comment.
Yeah. Mujahideen.
Yes.
So
instead of Mujahideen, it's Mujahideen.
Mujahideen is Mujahideen. Yes.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. The communist Islamist Marxists are demons. So yeah, you can call them Mujahideen. That's fitting. That's very
Mujahideen. Yeah,
smart. Oh my gosh. I like that.
that's clever. That's
That's
clever.
very
That was
clever. I
clever.
like that.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, look, he literally risked his life. Angels versus demons. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. By the way, Goldie, did you know that angels in Christianity and later on in Judaism and other Abrahamic religions actually came from Zoroastrianism? Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let me go to the thing that I'm supposed to translate. Where? Yes. So, guys, we have to actually put two videos together. Okay. The ending of this video and this video together, because this video doesn't have the beginning and this video doesn't have the ending. So we're gonna watch here. Okay. So as you know, the Islamic Republic State TV was hacked, and oh guys, I need to actually change my headset because my headset is running out of battery. Give me a second. Give me a second here. One second. Connect. There we go. Oh, let me put this away. And I think now I have it. Let me see. Yep, it's working. Okay. Headset transition successful. All right. So as you know, the Islamic Republic State TV was hacked, and messages in support for Princess of Pahlavi was played, and messages telling the armed forces to defect and join the Iranian people was played. And one part that we didn't translate in full is the message that was spent specifically to Pezeshkian, which is the president, which is also kind of weird because Pezeshkian, as we understand it, Pezeshkian doesn't really have much power in the Islamic Republic, and he's just like a puppet for the supreme leader Khamenei. And the fact that one of the messages that was played after the state TV was hacked was directed at him is an interesting choice, and I don't know why. If you have theories, let me know. One theory that I came up with was to cause division among them, to make them turn against each other. So that's something that we might consider. But let me know what you guys. And also, by the way, guess in the chat who did this. Was this Mossad? Was this United States? Was it a combination effort? I really hope that this was Israel and United States, because it also shows that Israel, if that's the case, it means that Israel and United States have basically together decided that that Princess of Pahlavi is the way to communicate to Iranian people. There's no other way, right? So that's a good thing to, if it's actually Israel and United States, right? So let's look at what the message is. So آقای پزشکیان, Mr. Pezeshkian, وقت امتحان واقعی فرا رسیده است. The time for the real test has started. Oh, and then okay, let me read the rest because it doesn't read. So it's آیا شما در کنار کسانی هستید که دروغ‌هایی درباره مزدوران و ماموران موساد و از این قبیل اراجیف را okay, so it cuts out. So he's saying, are you going to be standing side by side with people who are saying lies about Mossad agents and nonsense stuff like this? So basically, you know how the regime's narrative is that the Iranian people are being killed in the thousands, not by the regime itself, but by Mossad agents on the ground. So that's what the regime narrative is. So this is addressing Pezeshkian, saying, are you going to basically stand by side next to these people? So let's see if we could see the rest of the message in this video that was released. Let me listen to this. Oh yeah, guys, it actually starts, this video starts exactly where the other video ended, which we got very lucky, guys. This is why you come to this live stream. Nobody else is going to be connecting different videos of this hack from different places and connect them to each other from different parts of the internet to give you a complete picture of what the message was. So we different sources, different videos, and we're connecting them together, guys. This is why you're here at Iran Revolution Live with Goldie and I, because nobody else is doing this, stitching them together for you guys. Right?
I also don't even think that this is on mainstream media yet. So it's for those people who aren't watching us, they have no idea that Islamic Regime TV was hacked tonight, and the King of Iran broadcast his message, right? But you guys know, but they don't. Mainstream media is putting out messages that, oh, the revolution is over and people gave up. Meanwhile, like, it's actually insane.
Yeah, guys, tell me if you have seen anywhere else people stitching these videos together like this together to make sense of them as a whole. So you can see, like, you see it says دروغ‌های درباره مزدوران و ماموران. If you go to the last video, look at, see, this is where exactly this video was cut off, and then we're saying this video starts, luckily this video by a completely different individual starts exactly where that video cut off. Look, دروغ‌هایی درباره مزدوران و ماموران موساد و از این قبیل اراجیف در خیابان‌ها پخش میکنن. Okay, so are you going to basically stand side by side next to the people who are spreading lies such about like Mossad agents and these types of nonsense in the streets of Iran? The Mossad agents in the streets of Iran, like, are you going to stand by them? یا در کنار کسانی هستی که تو را برای مقام برگزیدند و اکنون در خیابانها کشته میشوند. یا در کنار کسانی هستی که تو را برای این مقام برگزیدند. Or are you going to stand یا در کنار کسانی هستی که تو را برای این مقام برگزیدند و اکنون در خیابانها کشته میشوند. Or are you going to stand by side by side by the people who have chosen you for the role that you have right now as a president, but now those same people are being killed in the streets. So basically the message is saying the people who voted for you to become the president, by the way, it was a fake election, but that's for another time. People who voted for you, they're basically being slaughtered in the streets. Are you going to side by their side instead? So you have a choice. Either the people who are spreading lies or the people who are being slaughtered, the people who voted for you and now being slaughtered in the streets. Okay, and then it continues. So the guy who's recording this sounds like he's eating tokhmeh, and he cuts the audio at some times, but it's okay, but because we have the text. It says همون مردمی که برای اصلاحات و رفاه دعا میکردن و اکنون دعا میکنن که نیروهای انتظامی آنها را نکشن. It's interesting because this is a message that is trying to appeal to the reformers. Even though we hate the reformers, the message has been written in a way to try to get the reformers to abandon the regime, because it says the same people. So the second this paragraph is saying the same people who the same people who were praying for reform and well-being today are praying for their armed forces not to kill them. So these are the people that this message is suggesting that you should be taking the side of. So the guy cut the audio, but we could see the text. I don't know why they cut the audio. Okay, so now this paragraph saying هزاران نفر از برادران در خیابانها سلاخی میشوند، چگونه میتوانی با خودت کنار بیایی. It says thousands of your brothers are being slaughtered in the streets. How could you live with yourself? So how could you live with yourself as a doctor? Because the president is a heart surgeon. So Pezeshkian is actually a heart surgeon. Oh, look, they actually put a picture of him as a doctor, as a surgeon on the screen when they're mentioning that you're a doctor. Like he's saying, how could you live with yourself as a doctor, as a president, as a human being? Sharmat bad, shame on you. So he's saying that. So let me actually read this whole thing, this whole paragraph in full. It's saying thousands of your brothers are being slaughtered in the streets. How could you live with yourself as a doctor, as a president, as a human being? Shame on you. Okay, I have a new theory for why they get this message out. Now I understand it. The message is not directed at the president at all. The message is directed at the people who voted for the president. That's what they're doing. It seems like they're talking to him, but the actual audience is the people who were reformers, and the message is trying to show them that, look, your president is still not picking your side, even though you're being slaughtered. He's taking the side of the people who are killing you. So he's saying, shame on you, president. This message is not trying to convince the president. This message is trying to convince the last remaining so-called reformers that these reformers have betrayed them and they're doing nothing while you're being slaughtered. So it's trying to turn the last remaining reformers into revolutionaries.
Yeah.
That's what this is doing. Yeah.
That's why I said they're calling him out. They're not trying to bring him over to our side. They're calling him out to tell everyone else, right? About what's going on.
Yes. And then the last text on the screen, it says رئیس جمهور آمریکا President Trump بارها قول داده که در کنار مردم ایران در مبارزاتشون علیه رژیم اسلامی بایستد. So it's saying the president of the United States, President Trump, many times has promised that he will stand in support, that side by side with the Iranian people in their fight against the Islamic regime. Guys, see, like a lot is depending on Trump's support. You can see that, right? A lot of these messages are highlighting that to give hope to the Iranian people.
But this is the historic part, because literally, so like everyone, yeah, Laszlo's right. Tak takitun. Armin, you weren't here for my Persian lesson where people asked me for to learn a different word. So a lot of people learned tak takitun. There you go. But go back to the President Trump thing, because that's, guys, you have no idea. Like, that is insane. It's absolutely insane for Islamic regime state TV to be hacked, and then we got an MEK in here. Let me ban the MEK. Sorry. There we go. Magbas time. Yeah, whatever. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know what? Even though this guy was from my chat, this is because he was MEK. It's okay.
I'm sorry, because he was. You saw what he was saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know he was MEK.
So, but guys, this is epic. This is epic. Like, Islamic regime state TV is now being hacked by Iranian freedom fighter patriots, and the message that Iranian patriots are giving to Iranians in occupied Iran is that the president of the United States, President Trump, is standing by the Iranian people, and help is on the way. I know. I saw the interview with Senator Ted Cruz. That was one of the latest videos that I actually wanted to go to when Armin is done with his videos. I sent you a few more. So I sent you another new hacked video, and then I sent you this as well.
Oh. A new hacked video. Ooh, I love these hacked videos. Let's go to the hacked video first. And I also saw the Ted Cruz video. That was on my list as well, so that's good. Let's go English. A video sent by one of Iran's international viewers showed that on the evenings of Sunday. This is the one you wanted me to show?
Yeah, this is a new one. Like, I don't know if we've seen this one, because a whole bunch of so there's a whole bunch of different versions of the hacked video, right? So we're starting to kind of get them out.
Yes. So on Saturday, January 18, 2025, by hacking into some IRGC. Sunday, January 18, 2025, by hacking into some IRIB state television networks, images of the Iranian national revolutions were displayed on citizens' television screens. Oh, that's great. Let's watch this then. So, oh. Wow, شبکه خبر ایران. So Goldie, there was an earlier hack then, huh? This shows
no. I think this is the same one. It's just a different channel.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
You read it wrong.
I get it.
Sunday,
yeah, I get it. They're showing, because it's like the translation is weird. So they're showing this new hack is showing some footage from the earlier protests in Iran. Oh, it's the same song too. So yes, it's the current hack. Oh yeah, it's the same hack. It's the same music. Because I heard Tusi TV saying that they hacked again. Remember? There's a second hack. So
no. It's all the same one. It's all the same one. Okay. You might have misheard.
Okay. No, Tusi said that, but okay. They need to be careful, but they need to be careful because you can see the reflection on the screen.
Yeah, that's dangerous. But I think what Tusi said is that when the initial hack happened, they weren't able to shut it down, and so apparently the hack is going. So they shut it down the first time, and then they hacked again. So
yeah, people are saying in the chat they heard Tusi say that again. Tusi say that too. So yeah, I was right.
Okay, so maybe it was hacked twice then.
Twice, yeah. Shabakiyek. This is channel 1.
Amazing.
Oh my god, this is so good. This is so good.
Are you going to translate it now?
Oh yeah, okay. They didn't say much.
But the images and the videos and the caption.
The images, right? Okay. Okay, so this caption says hack صدا و سیما صحنه‌های انقلاب ملی روی تلویزیون ایران. So the hacking of صدا و سیما, which is the state, the Islamic Republic state media. It's not just TV, by the way. It's radio. It's everything else. صحنه‌های انقلاب ملی. So basically, you see footage of the national revolution on the TVs of Iranians. So you can see here. So he says Shabakeh Khabar Iran. So he's saying that this is a news channel in Iran. So you can see footage of people. Okay, the beating.
Yek
Sefr. Hold on, let me see. Let me listen to this part again. Yek Sefr. 10. So this part that quickly came on the screen, this is the part that we already saw in the previous messages, asking the armed forces to put their weapons down and pledge allegiance to the Iranian people. Yeah. So he's getting annoyed because something is not working. He's saying which means I'm annoyed. Shabakiyek, this is channel 1. And the child also repeats their parents saying yek means 1. Oh wait, I forgot to translate this text. Okay, so we already saw this one. This one is saying This is the message to the Artesh and the armed forces. Hold on. Don't point your weapons at the people. Join for the freedom of Iran. Join the nation for a free Iran. Millati Iran. So this is also directed at the whole nation, saying that the Iranian nation, continue your fight. Freedom is closer than ever. All right, there you go. Let me see. I'm getting so many messages.
You know, Armin, I got a super chat that apparently one of these videos that was broadcast, it showed me on Piers Morgan taking down either Cenk or Charandi, but I haven't seen that. So I don't know if anyone has a link to that. Let us know, because I would love to see if that's actually true or not. But guys, honestly, it doesn't matter who claimed responsibility for this. Anyone could claim responsibility. That's irrelevant. The fact is that this happened, and it's like, this is historic. Do you want to go back to the 2-minute video version, which has like the people, because that one also shows President Trump as well in the messaging, right?
Yeah. Just really quickly, I just want to show one thing. This video.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah. This is important.
Yeah. So this is one of the protesters from Iran. He's showing us the shells. Is shells for the bouquets, shells, right? Yeah, of the bullets. So this is 28th of Day Mah, which was how many? Like that's very recent, isn't that? Like just like today? That's today. Oh my God, this is news. This is very new. So he's saying, I just managed to connect to the internet. So these are the shells for the bullets from 9 days ago and 10 days ago during the protest. So basically she's showing us evidence that they've been shooting at them. So those are the days that there were a call to action by Prince Reza Pahlavi for people to come to the streets. So they're saying these were the bullets that they shot at us, in our direction. And they told us we're terrorists. So she's saying, if we are terrorists, then why don't we have bullets like these? She's like, you're shooting at us and we're unarmed. How are we the terrorists? How come we don't have these? What were we doing? Like what were we asking for that justified you shooting at us with this military wartime bullets? So basically she's saying we just came to ask for our freedom and you shot at us with these. This is the answer to our complaint for life. To gain life, for freedom. What normal person will use bullets like this to shoot at their fellow citizens, their fellow countrymen? Anyway, so just wanted this is from Iran and it was very recent. I thought it was important to go over it because messages from inside Iran, if they're new, they're priority.
100%. Right? Yes. Yeah. No, I agree. That's really important. What do you think of that account? Can you go back to like the military one I sent you?
Oh yeah, I'm actually very excited to see what this is.
I don't know. I'm not a military analyst, but I don't know. I know you're into all the military stuff, so I don't know.
So I don't trust these X accounts, right? But when I see them post something like this, I copy and paste it, and I go fact check it to see if credible sources agree with it or not. That's what I do. But I don't say like I'm not like, just like you said before, I'm not just going to accept it because who the hell is this?
Read what he says, because I'd love your thoughts on that. I know, like, guys, this is just pure speculation now. I don't know what to think about this, but Armin, I sent it to you because I don't know. Like, we'll read what he says first. Read what he writes first.
Yeah, okay. So it says US MQ-4C Triton, is that how you pronounce it? Triton has been on continuous surveillance. Oh, these drones that they're just fly around, I think that, and they do surveillance. Okay, I think that's what it is, for more than 17 hours over the Persian Gulf. I'm so grateful that he's saying the Persian Gulf instead of like just the Gulf. Over the Persian Gulf, flying unusually close to Iranian airspace and the border. Yeah, I've seen so many times people like analyzing that, where this is flying as an indication where something is about to happen. Some people, I've seen also some people saying this is a credible, like a good way of assessing whether something is going to happen. Some people say no, it's not, because there were times that this happened. We saw stuff like this happening, but then nothing came of it after. But it is like one of those indicators, like the pizza indicator, because if it's like flying around for a long time in an area, sometimes it's an indication that they're preparing for some form of an attack. Flying unusually close to Iranian airspace and the border, this is a clear departure from its normal patrol area, which is typically the Gulf of Oman. Something has changed, and whatever it is being watch very closely. So it is true to say that if they change course, it's not for no reason. Like, obviously there is a reason why they're needed in some place over another. So let's watch this. So yeah, this is what we're talking about. These are just
that's really
close. Yeah. Oh no, I think it's this one, because it's just hovering over one area.
No, isn't it the ones that are like moving around? They got the little like American star there or something.
Isn't that too fast for a like? Well, because that was the guy.
It's not in real time. It's sped up. It's just like showing, right?
Yeah, but it's like almost like the same speed, like only a little bit slower than the plane. That's why I'm wondering. I don't know how fast these things go. This one is hovering in the same area. They should have been labeling these things. Like, I don't know if it could go that fast, because it's going as fast as some of these planes.
They're saying the other one is watching. They're saying the other one is watching the Qatar U.S. airspace. Yeah, I'm right. That's sped up, and that's American insignia. So no, he's referring to the little tiny one that's close to the border of Iran.
Okay, and what's this one?
That's what people are saying.
Oh my God, Goldie!
What?
Look at this. What the hell? Chag to Sarashun. Who the hell?
You know what? We can blame the Islamic regime for that, because when the Shah was in power, no one ever dared to call it the Arabian Gulf. But don't worry, it's been called. Listen, it's been called the Persian Gulf before all of those like Arab countries existed, and it's going to be called the Persian Gulf for thousands of years more to come. So, I mean, they can label it whatever they want. Don't worry, Armin. When we reclaim Iran, no one's going to ever dare call it the Arabian Gulf to our faces ever again.
We already have an Arabian Sea. Like, what the hell do you want? There's a sea called the Arabian Sea. You already have your body of water called Arabian. This is the Persian. It has always been the Persian Gulf.
That's okay. Like, this is what colonizers do, right? They invade, they colonize, they want to take over. So خیلی پررو شدن. نگران نباش، وقتی که ایران آزاد شد یکمی میریم سراغ پررویشون. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, guys, like, it's not like anti-Arab, but we're not going around and changing the Arabian Sea's names to the Persian Sea. You have your Arabian Sea. Maybe we should.
Maybe, you know what? You know what? How about this? Yeah. When President Trump helps liberate Iran, it'll be the Persian Gulf, but then we should call it the Trump Sea. How about that? We'll call it. No, it's not the Gulf of Trump. It's the Persian Gulf. But we can rename the Arab Sea to the President Trump Sea. There you go. That's what we'll do. President Trump Sea. I'm sure the Arabs would love that. Or we can call it the American Sea, Sea of America.
Sea of America.
Yeah. There you go. All right, but okay, so go back. Okay, so ignore the Arabian Gulf part because that's, you know, but see, like this, so that tiny drone, it's going very close to the border.
Drones go this fast? Yeah, you're right. Because the caption said close to the border. So you're right. Yeah.
The video sped up. Armin, the video sped up. So
yeah, I know the video is sped up. I'm just comparing it to the speed of the planes. That's why I'm saying it's fast.
I have a feeling that American drones probably go as fast as you know, civilian planes, right? They probably go even faster than civilian planes.
I mean, of course, really like of course it's sped up. Nothing could go from here to here in 28 seconds. So I know that. I'm just saying compared to the planes, it's still very fast.
Armin, someone said, don't forget to rename your bathrooms to Aya toilets. Armin, عکس اون توالت داری که مثل توالت تو ایرانه که چهره خامنه ای رو تو توالت گذاشتن بعد اونجایی که چاله دهنشه. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't want my butt to be hovering around that. Like, what the hell?
I'm gonna see if I can find it. Guys, we okay, so just FYI, we actually already have Aya toilet memes. Let me pull it up for you. Oh man. I don't even know if I can find it. Let's see. No. You know what? This is the closest thing I have to the Aya toilet. Here, let me just share this really quickly. And then we'll go to the next video because I know you wanted to play the Ted Cruz video and that's really important. But here you go. This is our Aya toilet meme. So
is that a Nazi salute? Okay.
Yeah, because he's a Nazi.
Right.
Anyways. All right. Okay, let's go to Ted Cruz.
Wait, Goldie, did you see this?
See what?
Oh, I forgot to share my screen. Here. This. So, update. While ordinary internet connection in Iran remains disrupted, at hour 238, traffic data indicate a significant return to some online services, including Google, suggesting that heavily filtered access has been enabled, corroborating user reports of partial restoration. I think this is the regime trying to have some access for itself. But this is a big deal.
It is.
Oh my God. What? My Iranian sources are saying that some of my friends in Iran are now on Discord, like on our Persian Discord community. So some people from Iran.
Do you want to take some time to go communicate with them and then come back? Because I know
if I go, I'm gonna. If I go, I wouldn't be able to leave them because I miss them so much. If I go there, I'm gonna stay. So
okay,
let me know when
listen. Yeah, if that's what you want to do, okay, then you go. And because I know that you haven't heard from them in a very, very long time. So if that's what you want to do, that's what you can do. Because I do have a lot of news that I can share as well.
Oh, he's saying he's not there. He's not there right now. So he's saying Alon is, but I'm gonna go there just a little bit, Sohail, just to see if anybody shows up. Okay, so Goldie, you'll take over. Okay, I
will take over.
Okay,
I will take over, guys. I'm gonna take over. Wait, did Doug Ford post about Iran? I don't care. Doug Ford is a Vatan Furush. I don't care about Doug Ford.
Oh, somebody from Iran just says I'm here too. Madam.
Oh, Azizam.
They are like from Iran. I like, hey, he was saying, Armin, I'm here too. That's so sweet. Oh, guys, we're getting some connection to Iranians.
Oh my gosh. Do you think Gandalf's gonna come back? I'm so worried about Gandalf.
Yeah, we'll see. Sohail is crying. He's saying, come talk to me too. Like, not just from Iranians inside Iran. He's crying. Like, he's saying, look at this. He's saying, and then he's crying because I've abandoned my Persian community for a long time just being here.
I know, but you've done this for a reason, because Pahlavi wanted us. Pahlavi wanted us to do this,
I understand.
right? Like, he wanted us to continue being the voice. So yeah, Gandalf is one of our mods. He was one of our mods. He was in occupied Iran. So okay.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's a mod on our channel as well. Like, we share a mod.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He's really famous. He gets around.
Very
all right.
About him.
Hopefully, there's a couple of people that oh my God, I really hope they're all alive. Is somebody saying, can you provide reliable sources that Mossadegh, Prime Minister of Iran, was a radical Islamist or covertly support? Come to our discussion group if you want to. The link is, if you wanted me to discuss that, the link to our discussion group is in the description. We'll discuss these things over there. Okay. All right, Goldie. So guys from the Atheist Republic channel, even though I'm gonna go away, you guys can stay here because Goldie will continue to stream not just on her channel but also on the Atheist Republic YouTube channel. So you guys could stay here. Goldie has some really important updates for all of you. So just stick around and watch that as well. Okay. Thank you, Goldie.
Thank you, Armin. You have a good day, and let us know. Let us know how your people are doing, because praying for them and hoping that they're all okay.
No, that's sweet. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. I'm Israel Chai, Javid Shah. See you soon.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to take a 20-minute break because wasn't expecting Armin to go. So I'm going to take a 20-minute break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to continue with the breaking news. Okay.
Voices rise, peaceful hands beneath the skies. Police in black, they draw the line. Base of IRGC crossing every sign. They shoot at us, no shame, no fear. 11 souls are gone this year. We march with hope, we stand as one. Oppression ends, the fight's not done. Act, Mr. Trump, a genius, bold and strong. You never surrender, that's where we belong. Act, Mr. Trump, we're calling you tonight. Trump, be the fire, be the light. Locked and loaded, you said it loud. Hear the cries, hear the crowd. Act, Mr. Trump, don't turn away. Hope is rising, lead the way. We don't ask for war or change, just freedom breaking. They beat us down, they steal our breath. Khamenei regime survives on fear and death. The world is watching, time is now. History waits for your vow. From Tehran streets to every land. truck, a genius, bold and strong. You never surrender, that's where we belong. Mr. Truck, we're calling you tonight. Act, Mr. Truck, be the fire, be the light. Lock the loader, set it loud. Hear the cries, hear the crowd. Act, Mr. Truck, lead us to God bless the USA. We believe in you. We got Crown Prince, hear his name. Reza, Pahlavi, our hope and flame. He is hope, democracy's door, stability in Middle East. We're longing for the people shout from young to old. One leader, brave and bold. Friendship, peace, a future free. That's the iron we wanna see. Breathe life for BB, let him stand. USA's where you're hand in hand. Strength agrees and clear and true. A safer world starts here with you. Iranian State, loud and proud. We love you, Trump, above the crowd. A genius mind, a patriot strong, a doer, fighter, where we belong. Act, Mr. Trump, history calls your name. Act, Mr. Trump, light the flame. From broken streets to freedom strong, a new dawn comes when red, Mr. Trump.
حالا پیدایی مثل یه سایه، عقل تصویر توی امامه. بهتره بمونی تو همون لانه، دوران تو دیگه تمومه. تو فقط یه دیکتاتوری، با تو همون خدایی نوری. نه مقدسی نه آسمونی، دشمن جون این مردمی. حتی اگه بترسونی بازور یا تهدید کنی شهر و کشور، با سپاه و بسیج و زندان. حتی اگه ببندی هر راهو، بدون که این صدا خاموش نیست. نه با هم میشکنیم این دیوارو. یالا یا خامهای بس این خدا سازی، این ملت بیداره دیگه فریب نمیخوره. یالا یا خامهای وقت رفتن کافیه، از بالا حکم اومده این آخر راحته. تو ضعیفی فقط ادم، ترسیده از صدای ما. ریش و منبرت پوششه برای این همه دروغ. از آزادی وحشت داری، از زن از زندگی از شادی. ندیمون نه اعتقاد، فقط قدرت و فساد. حتی اگه بترسونی بازور یا تهدید کنی شهر و کشور، با سپاه و بسیج و زندان. حتی اگه ببندی هر راهو، بدون که این صدا خاموش نیست. نه با هم میشکانیم این دیوارو. یالا یا خامهای بس این خدا سازی، این ملت بیداره دیگه فریب نمیخوره. یالا یا خامهای وقت رفتن کافیه، از بالا حکم اومده این آخر راحته. یا خامنایه بس این خدا سازی نیلت بیداره دیگه فریب نمیخوره یالا یا خامنایه وقت رفتن کافیه از بالا هیچ موم آمده این آخر راهته
אתה נראה כמו סוס יאור, יש לך שכל של ציפור, עדיף שתישאר בבור כי בקרוב אתה תמות. אתה פשוט אידיוט גמור עם שיגעון גדלות חמור, אתה שטן או בקיצור אתה חלאת האנושות. גם אם תזרוק עלינו טילים או תאיים על הגלילים, החברים שלך מסוריה ואיראן. גם אם תפיל כאן עוד קטיושות, תדע שאין כאן שום ירושות, ביחד נתגבר על הצרה. יאללה יא נסראללה, נדפוק אותך אינשאללה, נחזיר אותך לאללה עם כל החיזבאללה. יאללה יא נסראללה, תלך מפה יא זבאללה, נגזר כבר מלמעלה שזה הסוף שלך. אתה עלוב, אתה קטן, אתה מזכיר אורנגוטנג, יש לך קינים על הזקן ובקרוב תעוף מכאן. אתה ג'וק מת, אתה בואש, אתה מתחיל להתייאש, צהל אותך רק מבקש כדי לשרוף אותך באש. גם אם תזרוק עלינו טילים או תאיים על הגלילים, החברים שלך מסוריה ואיראן. גם אם תפיל כאן עוד קטיושות, תדע שאין כאן שום ירושות, ביחד נתגבר על הצרה. יאללה יא נסראללה, נדפוק אותך אינשאללה, נחזיר אותך לאללה עם כל החיזבאללה. יאללה יא נסראללה, תלך מפה יא זבאללה, נגזר כבר מלמעלה שזה הסוף שלך. יאללה יא נסראללה, נדפוק אותך אינשאללה, נחזיר אותך לאללה עם כל החיזבאללה. יאללה יא נסראללה, תלך מפה יא זבאללה, נגזר כבר מלמעלה שזה הסוף שלך.
All right, I added in Du Hast in the middle, but let's go back to... Oh my gosh, it was the next song. There you go. I totally forgot that the next song was Du Hast. All right, so we already played that. So now we can go to the next song after Du Hast.
Keep moving. All right, you little terrorists.
I'll be back. I'm going to find some new videos for you guys.
کشور ما تاریخ ما تفسیر گر فرا گرفته گویی اهورا مستا دوباره در نور خود مرا گرفته اکنون سرودی سر میدهم باز فارغ از رنج و تشویش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش هن ای پدر هن ای پسر برخیز و باماش و هنگام تا درد آن تجربه تلخ ما را نکشیده در پا بگذار هر دم بغرند گرگ ها دم لباس میش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ای کارگر ای برزگر راحت قانون ادامه دارد در این زمان که پرتو یزدان از هر سو بر تو میبارد پس پیش به سوی آزادی از بحر خزر تا کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش پا به پا بهر دفاع از استقلال و آزادی تا بشکنیم پشت ارتجاع تیریزی ویران آبادی تا زنده سازیم سنت‌های می از بربالین و کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش با امید روزی که تمام این دلبشور و انقلاب تموم بشه و ما در روشنایی نور و سعادت مردم کشورمون غرق بشیم نه خارجی نه بیگانه نه مستشارهای ویرانی نه چیر خاران نه کاسه لیسان فقط هم رزمان ایرانی ما با شرافت میهنی بسازی بهر فرزندان خویش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش مردان بیایید داخل صف ما اکنون که آغاز رویاست دشمنان بدانید ما زنده هستیم بعد از ما هم ایران پابرجاست آن روح شیطان ما را فریب داد با صد شعار مردمیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش پرچم ما پرچم ایران غرق خون شهیدان روی شانه هامان حمل میکنیمش در هر خیابان و میدان تا ماسک دلغکان را برداریم از روی تسبیح و ریش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش.
All right, guys, welcome. That was a commercial break. Although I was supposed to eat, but I didn't because you know what? One thing I kind of really enjoy this is like I know I'm supposed to take like a commercial break, but I love seeing your comments and I love sharing your comments with the viewers. So that bepish means push on, push forward. Thanks for reporting from these crazy things that happen. Yeah, you know, guys, has mainstream media reported yet on the fact that Iranian State TV was hacked? Can anyone tell me, has mainstream media reported on that? Because I don't think they have. I don't think they have. And we broke it live earlier today, and we showed all the videos with you. Like, it was crazy, guys. It was crazy. Like, I still can't get over the fact that Islamic Regime State TV was hacked. And if you guys weren't here watching, you would have no idea. You would have absolutely no idea. Okay, so let's go to some new videos, guys. Let's go to some new videos. So someone was requesting that I play Ali Karimi. Absolutely. Let's go to Ali Karimi. So Ali Karimi, we thought he was in Dubai, right? We thought he was in Dubai, but he showed up in LA. He showed up in LA and he gave a speech. And guys, so Ali Karimi, for those of you who don't know, he's a very, very famous Iranian soccer player. And they call him the magician. So if there are any football fans because, you know, everyone calls it's called football. It's just Americans have American football, and then you guys call it soccer. But for everyone else, we call it football. So, but it's okay. So soccer, football, whatever. If you're into that, you might know. Yeah, he's literally the Persian Messi. He is the Persian Messi, 100%. And he gave a speech today in Los Angeles. He just randomly showed up. So what I'm going to do, guys, with your permission, I'm going to play the speech one time. Okay. And because he's going to be speaking in Persian, and then I'm going to go back. I'm going to replay it, and then I will translate for you. I know Armin's the regular, Armin's our, in-house translator, but Armin's not here. So you guys are stuck with me. So I'm going to have to translate for you guys. All right, let's play this.
هموطنان ایرانی اینجا باشم و این باعث افتخار منه که این چند دقیقه به من فرصت دادن که در خدمت شما دوستان باشم، هموطنان عزیز باشم. یه چیزی که الان هستش همتون بهتر از من میدونید، خودتون خیلی پیگیرتر از من هستید، بهتر از من همه اخبار و اینجور اتفاقاتی که داره توی ایران، توی کشورمون و برای هموطنانمون میفته رو در جریان هستید. یادمون نره که باید ما توی این شرایطی که الان هستیم که از هر گونه ارتباط با داخل ایران دسترسیمون خارج شده و نمیتونیم اخبار رو به لحظه و به دقیقه و به ساعت در جریان باشیم. متاسفانه صدای هموطنانمون باشیم. همه ما اون کسایی که داخل ایران داریم میدونیم که همه از ما انتظار دارن که صداشون باشیم، صداشون رو به مجامع بین المللی کشورهای مختلف برسونیم.
So like guys, this guy's huge. Like he's a big deal. Like we all love him, and he basically gave up his football soccer career because he was speaking out against the Islamic dictatorship, right? So all right, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to replay and I'll translate for you guys what he said. So he's like, I'm honored to be here with like my Iranian compatriots. It's my honor to be here with you. It's my honor to be here with you and have a few minutes to speak with you amongst my compatriots. So something that's going on that you know better than me. And and he says you guys are even more aware of what's going on with the news coming out of our country and everything that's going on. And you're aware of the what our compatriots in occupied Iran are going through.
یادمون نره که باید ما توی این شرایطی که الان هستیم که از هر گونه ارتباط با داخل ایران.
Let us not forget that no matter what our situation is, we have to take advantage of the communication we have with people in Iran.
دسترسیمون خارج شده و نمیتونیم اخبار رو به لحظه و به دقیقه و به ساعت در جریان باشیم متاسفانه.
And even though unfortunately there's so much news coming out that we can't always be like up to date on all the news that's coming out.
صدای هموطنانمون باشیم.
صدای هموطن. So he's saying we have to be their voice. So we have to be the voice of our compatriots.
همه ما اون کسایی که داخل ایران داریم میدونیم که همه از ما انتظار دارن که صداشون باشیم.
So he's saying all of us, we have friends and contacts in occupied Iran, and every single one of them are relying on us, those of us who are outside, to be their voice.
صداشون رو به مجامع بین المللی کشورهای مختلف برسونیم.
And he said all of those in occupied Iran are relying on us to be their voice and relay their voice to the world, relay their voice to the media, relay their voice to everyone outside of occupied Iran, so that they know what's going on in Iran. That's basically it. So that's his speech from Ali Karimi. What an amazing speech! Look at that. Let me just retweet this. Okay, so there's that one, and then I also wanted to go to Senator Ted Cruz. Oh, I have a bunch of things I want to okay, guys, look at this. Who's a fan of Disturbed? Who's a fan of Disturbed? I'm a huge fan of Disturbed. Like, I've been to like a few of their concerts. I love Disturbed. Look, the lead singer of Disturbed, he put out a message supporting the Iranian people. I love Disturbed, guys. Yes! Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Na, 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 na. Yeah, that's him. He put out a message today supporting the Iranian people. Look at this.
The strength and perseverance of the Iranian people are inspiring beyond words. We wish them all the strength that they need to finish what they started, to finally achieve freedom, and for the region to hopefully finally see a real peace. We support you, we stand by you, and we hope that the evil that has been subjugating you, that has been oppressing you for so long, is finally overthrown. For your own.
Guys, this one hit me hard because I'm such a huge fan of Disturbed. Like, you guys don't understand. I love. Yes, I'm a metalhead. I love metal. I love rock, but I was not expecting the lead singer of Disturbed to put out a message. This one, he made me emotional. It's like, guys, J.K. Rowling is supporting us, and now Disturbed. Okay, I should play some Disturbed. Don't worry. Okay, fine. Okay, so I'm gonna play this again, and then in honor of Disturbed, I know exactly which song I'm gonna play, because the song that I'm gonna play, it's very relevant to what's happening in occupied Iran right now.
The strength and perseverance of the Iranian people are inspiring beyond words. We wish them all the strength that they need to finish what they started, to finally achieve freedom, and for the region to hopefully finally see a real peace. We support you, we stand by you, and we hope that the evil that has been subjugating you, that has been oppressing you for so long, is finally overthrown. For your own.
I love him. So this is a song I'm gonna play. Might not be the one you guys were thinking of, but this is the only song that makes sense to play. Right? Oh. No, we're not going to Papa Roach. This is not a music channel. I just wanted to play that in honor of Disturbed, because Disturbed, he put out a message supporting us. I can't wait to go to a Disturbed concert in occupied. I'm so used to saying occupied Iran. I cannot wait to go to a Disturbed concert in a free Iran. Wouldn't that be insane? That would be amazing. All right, let's go to the next. So that was really cool. This kind of made my day. Like, just seeing the lead singer of Disturbed. Oh, it already has 1.3 likes. Look at that. Oh, David Michael Draymond. Okay. See, look at this. All the Iranians are like, look at this. They're like, can't wait for his concert once Iran's finally free. It's going to hit different. Miga. Their cover, Sound of Silence, is brilliant. This is so going to happen. Everyone loves Sound. I know. Guys, I could play Disturbed songs all night. They're literally one of my favorite bands. They're one of my favorite bands. I know that. Like I get it, but I can't. This is Iran Revolution Live, not you know. But the reason I played it is because, you know, he put that message out for Iranians, and that just that was nice. That was nice. So, okay. Let me go to Ted Cruz because I want to play. Wait, where's the video by Ted Cruz? Because Ted Cruz has a really important news update, and oh, here we go. Okay, I found. No, that's not it. Where's the full one? This is only the 1 minute version. Huh. Let me see if I can find the full one. All right. In the meantime, I'll play you the 1 minute version, and let's see if Maria Bartiromo has already uploaded it. So here you guys go.
You look at Iran. Iran for 50 years has been the world's leading sponsor of terrorism. They have paid for and funded 90% of the funding of Hamas comes from Iran. 90% of the funding for Hezbollah comes from Iran. Iran funds terrorists all across the globe, including sending terrorists to, among other places, Venezuela, and targeting Americans. Right now, there are over 1 million Iranians that are showing unbelievable courage, standing up against this tyrannical regime. And I got to say, President Trump, I think, has been very strong in telling the regime, number one, we stand with the people. Do not target, do not murder the protesters, telling the protesters, America stands with you. And I got to say, just in the last 2 days, a really important step occurred where President Trump came out unequivocally and said, it is time for new leadership in Iran. Yes. It is time for the Ayatollah Khamenei, his religious dictatorship, to end. I think that's massively important.
That's huge, guys. That's huge. Okay, I found the full video. So I'm going to play it for you guys. Okay. This is big. Guys, this is huge. Listen. This is huge for us Iranians because this is the first time, this is literally the first time in 47 years that there are American politicians who are standing behind us, and they're saying that, you know, Khamenei, well, I mean, Khamenei, that's fine. We'll say Khamenei in English, that's fine. But Khamenei has to go, and we need regime change. Oh my gosh. This is news. Like, look, this is new. This is from earlier today. We haven't played this yet. Oh my God. This is big. No, guys, this is huge. This is huge. American politicians are starting to agree with Iranians. Like 3 weeks ago, Iranians were saying how, like, we want regime change. And now you have people like President Trump and Senator Lindsey Graham and Marco Rubio and now Ted Cruz. Oh, this is huge. Okay. Let me play this.
Trying to keep America safe. It's all right here, right now on Sunday morning.
Wait, that's a weird edit. I don't know what that is. Is this the one?
Complete and total purchase of Greenland. This while calling for new leadership in Iran after Iran's deadly crackdowns on protesters. Reports of up to 20,000 people dead as the exchanges between Iran's supreme leader and President Trump sharpen. Protesters demanding freedom against the brutal regime appear to have slowed this morning after Ayatollah Khamenei unleashed the use of deadly force. President Trump told the Iranian people he is with them and that help is on the way, sparking a response from Khamenei on X this weekend, claiming to blame President Trump for the nationwide protests that began over soaring inflation in Iran, a collapsing currency, and crippling U.S. sanctions. Military sources tell Fox News at least one U.S. aircraft carrier is being moved toward the Middle East as President Trump weighs his options on Iran. Wait. There are currently some 30,000 U.S. troops in the CENTCOM.
Okay. This is what I was looking for. So this is where we can find out where all the ships are. Okay, so the USS Roosevelt is there. USS, look, guys, look at all these ships that are already in the Middle East area. Do you see that? Oh, that's okay, guys. It's not your fault. Listen, it's not your fault. The Muslim savages were holding us hostage for the last 47 years, and it's okay. Like, part of their tactic, part of their strategy was to make you think that we are your enemies, because that's how they've been holding us hostage and occupying us, right? So no need to apologize. The very fact that you're here right now, and honestly, like, your profile photo is making me cry. Like America and the Lion and Sun, right? I mean, like, this is like what's happening right now is like beyond my wildest dreams, right? It's just, we Iranians, we always thought that, you know, when the time comes and we're going to free ourselves, you know, we're going to have to do it alone because everyone hates us and everyone thinks that we're terrorists or whatever. And so, you know, never in our wildest dreams did we ever actually think that when our revolution comes around, people would realize that we're Iranian, we're not the Islamic regime, and we've been oppressed and occupied by them. So this is huge. This is huge. This is really big, and I can say on behalf of all Iranians, we're so grateful that that you're on our side, because yeah, we literally never let me put it this way. When the revolution started 3 weeks ago, okay, because it's literally been 3 weeks now. When the revolution started 3 weeks ago, if someone had told me that our live stream would be filled with Americans, you know, and you guys would all have the Lion and Sun flag on your profiles, I would have been like, what do you mean? Americans think we're terrorists. Americans don't know the truth. But look at you guys. You guys have very, like, you've humbled me, and yeah. This is historic. This is historic. This shows that the 47 years of hatred by the Islamic regime is not enough to take away that bond of humanity that we have had for such a long time. And I love your profile photo. Look at that. Thank you for that. You guys are the best. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have to stop reading the comments because I'm going to get emotional, and I want to watch this. Guys. Guys, don't make me emotional. Don't make me emotional. Okay, but look at all these ships. Look at all these ships. Imagine a Prince of Persia game. That would be pretty epic. That send him back to his 72 goats. Didn't Ted Cruz say that in like didn't Ted Cruz say that like, I think last week or something? He put out like a post on X, and he was like, it's time to send the Ayatollah to like meet his 72 virgins or something. I thought that was really funny. I think Ted Cruz said that. So, big squishy hugs to all of you too. Big squishy hugs to all of you too. Okay, guys, but look at these ships. What's up with these ships? See, so for those of you who were watching the live stream from like earlier this morning, remember, like, Armin and I were talking about this. Is that what it is? But here's the thing. So my theory, again, like, I'm not a military strategist, right? So the theory I'm about to give right now, like, it's not, you know, don't count it as like an expert theory or anything, because it's literally just my personal opinion as a civilian who knows nothing about military strategy, okay? But I just find it very interesting that we're seeing all of these ships, boats, they're not boats, ships, carriers, whatever the proper term is, sorry. We're seeing all of these US military assets already in the area, and yet for some reason everyone's focusing on the USS Abraham Lincoln. And I kind of get the feeling like, is there maybe a reason why Is there maybe a reason why, like, oh, I love that. We love you guys. We love you guys. Yeah, well, this is what I mean. So I'm saying, so I don't know, maybe the whole USS Abraham Lincoln thing that's slowly coming. I'm just wondering if that's sort of like a way to like keep the Islamic regime on their toes and not know what's going on. Because it would seem kind of obvious if the attack was supposed to come from there. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, there's already a lot of like assets there. Maybe there's submarines. Their submarines are not trackable. I mean, I don't know. This is just like literally, I'm not a military strategist, but I'm kind of looking at all this and I'm like, President Trump is very intelligent. We already know that he's playing 4D chess. So I don't know. Diversion tactic, maybe? Who knows? Anyways. That's my just little rant there. Little theory. But all right, let's continue with this because I'm really excited to see what Senator Ted Cruz has to say. One of my favorite politicians.
Region right now. Exiled Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi joined me here exclusively last weekend. Watch.
This is an opportunity to liberate that nation. Remember, the same thugs that hate America also hate their own people. And this is an opportunity to help a nation that starves for liberty, that starts to be rejoined with the free world, and to have the same relationship that we had with America before this revolution occurred.
Joining me now in the Sunday Morning Futures exclusive is Texas Senator Ted Cruz, a member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. Senator, thanks so much for being here this morning.
Maria, good morning. Good to be with you.
Well, there's a lot to talk about, Senator. Let's start with Iran, where dissent right now is being punished. I want to get your take on what President Trump should do regarding Iran.
Well, Maria, I have to say we are living in extraordinary times. The change that is occurring across the globe exceeds anything we have seen in decades. There is a very real possibility that in the next 6 months, the regimes in Iran, in Venezuela, and Cuba will all fall. There is a real possibility that Iran, Venezuela, and Cuba will all democratically elect new leaders, and instead of fomenting violence, fomenting attacks on America, instead of waging war on America, there is a real chance in the next 6 months that the people of those three countries will elect leaders who embrace freedom and free enterprise and who want to stand with America. And I got to say, if that happens, it is difficult to think of anything more consequential. You have to go back to the fall of the Berlin Wall and to America winning the Cold War without firing a shot to find a time as pivotal as where we are right now. If you look at Iran for 50 years.
Okay, guys. Sorry, I have to interrupt here because I actually put out a video, okay? Let me find it for you because literally like 3 weeks ago, I called it and I said that what's happening in Iran right now is going to be bigger than the fall of the Berlin Wall. I said that 3 weeks ago. And now Senator Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham, like all these other American politicians, they're literally saying the exact same thing. Guys, this is big. Remember, hashtag Goldie was right. Goldie was right. Oh my gosh. Let me find it. Okay, I think this is the one, and then we'll go back to that after. But this is important. So, no, wait, it's not part 26. Oh, maybe it's this one, part 32. I think it's part 32. Oh no, maybe no, it is part 32. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, if it's not this one, it's going to be the next one. So, all right, here we go. Maybe it's this one.
Iranian here with another pro tip for anyone who's not from the Middle East. In order to understand why Iranians are fighting against the Islamic Republic and want their Shah to return, there are 3 facts that you just have to accept. Number 1, Iran is not a Muslim country, and prior to 1979, we were a modern, secular, westernizing nation. Number 2, the 1979 Islamic Revolution, or as I like to call it, the Islamic coup d'etat, was not an organic movement. It was orchestrated by communists and Islamists, and it was funded and supported by Western nations. And number 3, the Shah of Iran was not a dictator. In fact, the Shah of Iran was protecting Iranians from Islamists and communists. Unfortunately, everyone in the West has just dealt with the historical revisionism that's been put out there by communists and Islamists to justify taking over Iran in 1979 and turn it into an Islamic hellhole governed by Sharia law. So if you're wondering why Iranians are taking to the streets and protesting against Islam, wanting to overthrow the Islamic Republic, and calling for the return of the Shah, the current king in exile, His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi. King Reza Pahlavi! King Reza Pahlavi! King Reza Pahlavi! That's because everything you think you know about Iran and everything the Western media, communists, leftists, and Islamists have told you about Iran is a lie. And now you know.
And now you know. Okay, so that wasn't the one. That wasn't the one. So part 32. Let me see. Maybe it's part 33. I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. 17, 21. Sorry, I have a lot of pro tips here. Pro tip 33. Here we go. Okay, here we go. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. So guys, I posted this video January 7, okay? January 7, I posted this video, okay? And now you know. Yes, I'm the Iranian here. I literally haven't had any time to do any like Iranian here videos because I've been live streaming all day, but here you go. Watch this.
Iranian here with another pro tip for anyone who's not from the Middle East. This is it. I'm calling it. This is it. We are in the middle of the Iranian Revolution. After 47 years of Islamic oppression by those terrorist Ayatollahs, this is it. Iranians are rising up. Iranians are fighting back. It's full-on civil war in occupied Iran right now. This is the moment that we Iranians have been preparing for the last 47 years since the Islamic Republic occupied our country back in 1979. Iranians are fighting back against Islam. They're fighting back against the Islamic Republic. They're fighting back against Sharia law. It's literally Iran versus Islam. It's absolute chaos in the country right now, but Iranians are fighting back. We are literally witnessing history in the making. What's happening right now in occupied Iran, I'm telling you, this is going to be bigger than the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Called it.
The fight's not over yet. We're literally in the final battle right now. This is the final push.
I called it.
Pray for Iran. Pray for Iranians. We're literally fighting for our existence right now because it's now or never. And now you know.
There you go. I literally on, when was this? I posted this January 7th.
Iranian here with another.
January 7, I posted this and I said, what's happening in Iran right now, it's the revolution and it's going to be bigger than the fall of the Berlin Wall. And now Senator Ted Cruz today on Fox News with Maria Bartiromo, he is now saying that this is what's happening in Iran is going to be bigger than the fall of the Berlin Wall. Guys, you stick with me. You stick with me. I give you the news. You stick with me. I will give you the news before it's the news. All right, let's go back. Now you guys know. All right, let's just go to the beginning here.
Help is on the way, sparking a response from Khomeini on X this weekend, claiming to blame President Trump for the nationwide protests that began over soaring inflation in Iran, a collapsing currency, and crippling U.S. sanctions. Military sources tell Fox News at least one U.S. aircraft carrier is being moved toward the Middle East as President Trump weighs his options on Iran. There are currently some 30,000 U.S. troops in the CENTCOM region right now. Exiled Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi joined me here exclusively last weekend. Watch.
This is an opportunity to liberate that nation. Remember, the same thugs that hate America also hate their own people. And this is an opportunity to help a nation that starves for liberty, that starts to be rejoined with the free world, and to have the same relationship that we had with America before this revolution occurred.
Joining me now in the Sunday Morning Futures exclusive is Texas Senator Ted Cruz, a member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. Senator, thanks so much for being here this morning.
Maria, good morning. Good to be with you.
Well, there's a lot to talk about, Senator. Let's start with Iran, where dissent right now is being punished. I want to get your take on what President Trump should do regarding Iran.
Well, Maria, I have to say we are living in extraordinary times. The change that is occurring across the globe exceeds anything we have seen in decades. There is a very real possibility that in the next 6 months, the regimes in Iran, in Venezuela, and Cuba will all fall. There is a real possibility that Iran, Venezuela, and Cuba will all democratically elect new leaders, and instead of fomenting violence, fomenting attacks on America, instead of waging war on America, there is a real chance in the next 6 months that the people of those three countries will elect leaders who embrace freedom and free enterprise and who want to stand with America. And I got to say, if that happens, it is difficult to think of anything more consequential. You have to go back to the fall of the Berlin Wall and to America winning the Cold War without firing a shot to find a time as pivotal as where we are right now. If you look at Iran for 50 years has been the world's leading sponsor of terrorism. They have paid for and funded 90% of the funding of Hamas comes from Iran. 90% of the funding for Hezbollah comes from Iran. Iran funds terrorists all across the globe, including sending terrorists to, among other places, Venezuela, and targeting Americans. Right now, there are over 1 million Iranians that are showing unbelievable courage, standing up against this tyrannical regime. And I got to say, President Trump, I think, has been very strong in telling the regime, number one, we stand with the people, do not target, do not murder the protesters, telling the protesters, America stands with you. And I got to say, just in the last 2 days, a really important step occurred where President Trump came out unequivocally and said, it is time for new leadership in Iran. Yes. It is time for the Ayatollah Khamenei, his religious dictatorship to end. I think that's massively important.
So what happens next? Because as you know, Senator, first the president said help is on the way and then pulled back a bit with this expectation that the killings have stopped. At that point, thousands of people had already been killed. And the people on the streets are hoping that the United States does something. Would you endorse that the U.S. goes in and takes action?
Well, look, I think the U.S. should be taking every step possible to end this regime. The Ayatollah Khamenei hates America. He regularly leads massive mobs chanting death to America. In fact, every year in Iran, they celebrate as a holiday Death to America Day. It's the anniversary of the Iranian Revolution and taking over the U.S. embassy in 1979. And so the reason that President Trump ordered a B-2 attack on Iran's nuclear facilities is he made the right decision as commander-in-chief that if that theocratic dictator got nuclear weapons, the odds were unacceptable that he would use nuclear weapons to murder thousands or even millions of Americans. That was the single most important foreign policy decision the president has made this second term. And when it comes to the protest, I think what is most important is making clear that America is with the people. Contrast this to 2009. 2009, you had the so-called Green Revolution in Iran. The Iranian people were rising up there. But Barack Obama made a very different decision. He was a new president. He decided that America stands with the regime, stands with the Ayatollah, and they discouraged the protest, and we wasted that opportunity. Right now, the president has made clear, he made clear to the Ayatollah, if you are murdering the protesters, you will pay the price. He called on the Iranian people, make a list of everyone engaged in acts of violence. Look, that is powerful because it causes the IRGC members, the soldiers, to pause and think before they carry out those murders. I hope and believe that America is doing everything we can to support the protesters on the ground. There are lots of steps we can and should be taking short of a bombing strike. And I have every belief that if the Ayatollah engages in mass murder against the protesters, that President Trump will order direct military responses. So this is a moment where the Ayatollah and mullahs, I think they're fundamentally weakened. They are weakened by the fact that last year they lost a war. And you know, sometimes people forget there are real world consequences to losing a war, not just communication, not just messaging, but real world. In the 12-day war, they utterly and completely lost it. If you're a dictator, your strength depends on convincing your people that you are invulnerable, that you cannot be beaten. Even worse than losing a war, if you're an Islamist dictator, is losing a war to Israel. That's what happened to the Ayatollah, which is why I predicted months ago we would see what we're seeing now, the Iranian people rising up with President Trump's support. I think we're at a moment of pivotal change.
But, Senator, the Iranian government doesn't want anyone to see what's going on the ground. I saw one report that if you go out in the street right now in Iran and you're a protester, you will be shot dead immediately. So what are they doing? They're yelling from their windows, death to the Khomeini and down with the regime from their windows so that they don't have to go down.
And guys, I already showed you all those clips earlier today of all the Iranians who are chanting from their windows, Mag Bar Diktator. I showed all of that to you. I'll share it with you again, but that's literally what's happening right now. So there you go.
I want to get your take on what we should be doing in that regard, because the government reportedly planning to permanently sever its citizens from the global internet. That's from the New York Post this morning, confirming that instead they wanted to have a state-run system as part of this crackdown on dissent. And then there's Greenland. The president with this bold idea, he is slapping tariffs on European nations right now, days before he's about to see many of them when he goes to Davos, Switzerland, for the World Economic Forum. Before he sees them, he's slapping tariffs on them until what he calls a complete acquisition, a complete and total acquisition of Greenland. Your reaction?
Well, let me take those one at a time. When it comes to communications, you're right that the Ayatollah is trying to do everything he can to silence the Iranian people and to keep them in a news blackout. Is shutting down television, is shutting down internet, has shut down just about all TV, although I will say it's fairly amazing. The Ayatollah has been playing in Persian Tucker Carlson's podcast, which is just a stunning statement and a powerful indictment. I will say a real game changer on that is a decision that Elon Musk made to provide Starlink to Iran.
Guys, we broke that. Armin and I broke that news of Tucker Carlson. Do you guys remember? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm like in the middle of eating, but do you remember that? Oh my gosh. Ted Cruz has seen that. Oh my God. Armin's missing this. Poor Armin. Armin would die of laughter. Let me pull up the video. Oh my gosh, guys. This is like Inception within Inception. Yes. If Armin and I had not checked Islamic Regime State TV, we would not have known that they were playing Tucker Carlson. Oh my God. Okay. Let me find this. That's huge. Okay. Sorry. I know I need to calm down, but oh my God. Okay. Look at this. So I posted this. This is from January 8, okay? This is from January 8, and I'm like, why is Islamic Republic State TV currently broadcasting Tucker Carlson's anti-Semitic conspiracy theory interviews that have been dubbed into Persian? The country is in a state of chaos and civil war. The regime is broadcasting Tucker Carlson's anti-West propaganda right now. Look at this.
Stop, Armin.
So the Islamic regime right now is literally broadcasting Tucker Carlson interviews in Persian on their 24-hour news channel. The country is in a state of chaos, and yet for some reason, the Islamic regime is choosing to play Tucker Carlson interviews because this is like, it's Islamist propaganda. I'm just filming this right now because if I didn't do this, no one would believe. This is literally what's going on in occupied Iran right now.
Okay, guys. No one tell Armin because this was all Armin's doing, right? Because I asked Armin to go and double check Islamic Regime State TV, and then Armin told me, and then that's when we both lost our minds. So guys, no one tell Armin. Don't tell him that Ted Cruz mentioned this, because let him come back, and then we will replay it at some point. And then we'll get his expression, right? So don't tell him. All right. Where's the other one? There was another one too. It was our reactions. Okay, so this is the moment. This is the other one. So guys, so this is the moment. Someone recorded us, okay? Yeah, it's our secret, guys. Don't tell Armin. Cause he's gonna enjoy being surprised. He's gonna really like that. And he's been working really, really hard as well. Okay, so this is the moment that we found out that Tucker Carlson is on Islamic Regime State TV. This is from January 8. Look at this.
It's live. Islamic Republic. They're airing on Sador Simo on Islamic Republic's TV. They're airing live. Oh my God! Show that. They're translating it into time in Persian.
Guys, so when I tell you that Tucker Carlson is Islamic regime propaganda, look at this. The Islamic Republic is now taking, right? They're taking. They're literally taking his garbage interviews and they're translating it because this is propaganda.
Do you see that? Do you see how speechless we were? We're both just like, what? Armin's speaking to Iranians because the internet finally came up. So he's in his group chat catching up with people that he hasn't been able to speak with for over a week. So oh my gosh. So there you go. So that's oh yeah, guys, I've been wearing the flag for like, I don't know, 2 weeks now. Like this is literally like I'm not taking off this flag. This is my cape. I'm not taking off the flag until Iran is free and King Reza Pahlavi is back in Iran. But there you go. So we broadcast this. We aired this. We broke this news on Iran Revolution Live. Okay. And now now Ted Cruz mentioned it. So, oh my gosh, okay. So Ted Cruz now.
A complete and total acquisition of Greenland. Your reaction?
Well, let me take those one at a time. When it comes to communications, you're right that the Ayatollah is trying to do everything he can to silence the Iranian people and to keep them in a news blackout. Is shutting down television, is shutting down internet, has shut down just about all TV, although I will say it's fairly amazing. The Ayatollah has been playing in Persian Tucker Carlson's podcast, which is just a stunning statement and a powerful indictment. I will say a real game changer on that is a decision that Elon Musk made to provide Starlink to Iran and provide it free of charge. That's transformational because you know what? The Ayatollah can't shut down Starlink, and it's letting the Iranian people speak. We're getting videos, bootleg videos that are coming out via Starlink. That's really important to be able to communicate. It's one of the many ways that America has to support those who are rising up against tyrannies. When it comes to Greenland, I want to commend President Trump for being single-mindedly focused on America first, on U.S. economic interest and U.S. national security interest. I believe it is overwhelmingly in America's national interest to acquire Greenland. A year ago, as chairman of the Senate Commerce Committee, I chaired a hearing on the benefits to the United States of America of acquiring Greenland. Now, some folks in the press, they clutch their pearls and they say, well, what do you mean acquiring Greenland? How could that happen? Look, the whole history of America has been a history of acquiring new lands and new territories. Whether you go back to Thomas Jefferson making the Louisiana Purchase, about half of the United States of America today, or you go back to America purchasing Alaska from Russia. You want to talk about, at the time they called it Seward's Folly. It turned out to be an extraordinarily consequential purchase. Greenland has massive rare earth minerals and critical minerals. There are enormous economic benefits to America. But it's also, like Alaska, it is located on the Arctic, which is a major theater for potential military conflict with either Russia or China. It's also critical for the Golden Dome and defending America from potential missile strikes. I commend the president for focusing on American national security.
Because where it is geographically can help stop any missile fire coming from adversaries like Russia and China. Senator, it's great to catch up. We so appreciate your time. We'll be watching your work as always, sir. Thank you. Senator Ted Cruz. More on Iran coming up this morning with Senator Bill Hagerty and former Deputy National Security Advisor for President Trump, Victoria Coates, coming up shortly. But first, this.
Mayor Fry and Governor Walz have been very clear that they're going to continue their rhetoric. They're going to.
Let's go to the next Iran part here. Oh, that was savage from Ted Cruz. That was savage. I love how he called out Tucker Carlson. That was so good. Okay. Let's get through the commercials. Here we go. Okay.
Offering tech system so you can perform at your best. Work wonders.
That was so good. Oh my gosh. That would have
Jack
happened.
Smith is a leftist. He's a very dangerous man who's been at the center of power, working with Obama's top people. He's known as their henchman, the guy that.
I don't think this is it. No, that's not it. Okay, maybe it's the next one. Oh, babies are cute. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Like America.
We got to
There's
Iraq.
no more anxiety. There's no more anger. There's no more pain. It's an incredible product.
Impana is now available at Walmart and on Amazon with free shipping with an annual donation supporting the Patriot Fund. Go to Walmart or Amazon.
I don't want to.
Wait, what? No, he didn't. No, he did not. No, he didn't. There's no way. There's no way he did that. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. You know something? My sister's actually a huge fan as well. So when I went to his concerts, when I went to Disturbed concerts, I would go with my sister because we love his songs so much. We love his music so much. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what? I kind of want to play a Disturbed song. Is that okay? I don't care if my channel stream gets demonetized. I kind of want to play a Disturbed song. I know. Down with the Sickness. Down with the Sickness is one of my favorite ones. Oh my god. I know. Sound of Silence. Sound of Silence is good too. But I don't know. Yeah, Down with the Sickness. That's a good one, right? Because you know what? Let's go with Down with the Sickness because you know we're down with the sickness. Wait, what? I spelled. Oh my gosh, I didn't spell. We're getting down with the sickness of the Ayatollahs. We want a headbanger. We want something to energize us, right? They're all good. They're all good. Listen, all Disturbed, like all Disturbed songs are good, right? All Disturbed songs are good. I already played Land of Confusion, but let's play something that's gonna give me some energy. Let's go with Down with the Sickness. Oh my gosh. And we'll go to the news after, but oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. I love Disturbed. I love Disturbed so much. I cannot believe this is happening. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let me just explain for the Iranians. همیهنان دلیلی که این آهنگ رو الان پخش کردم چون که یه خواننده خیلی خیلی مشهور و کسی که مثلا همه دنیا میشناسنش یه پیام گذاشت امروز بر علیه ایرانیا، یعنی داشته از ایرانیا طرفداری میکرد و میگفت که رژیم باید نابود بشه و امیدواره که ایران آزاد بشه. بعد این پیامی که گذاشت دوستان، این پیامی که گذاشت من اومدم پیامش رو پست کردم و گفتم که مثلا این آقا و این گروه موسیقی که اسمش هست Disturbed یکی از گروه های موسیقی مورد علاقه منه، که واقعا یکی از گروه های موسیقی مورد علاقه من هست و قبلا کنسرت هاشون رفتم و مثلا این پیامو که از این آقا میبینم یه کمی منو مثلا احساساتی میکنه و آرزو یعنی و منتظر روزی هستم که بتونم کنسرت این گروه رو توی تهران برم و مثلا تو تهران این گروه رو ببینم و تو کنسرت تهرانشون رو مثلا شرکت بکنم. بعد همین خواننده که تو کل دنیا یعنی بین‌المللیه و مشهوره و همه میشناسنش اومد جواب داد و گفت وقتی که ایران آزاد شد خیلی منو خوشحال میکنه که بیام تو تهران و برنامه اجرا بکنم. امیدوارم که روز آزادی به هر چیز زودتر برسه. بعد آره به خاطر این داشتم یکی از آهنگاشو پخش میکردم چون که yeah, there you go. All right guys, so that was just a little bit of a Persian translation for everyone who's watching. So yeah. Guys, I'm not going to play Disturbed songs all night. We have news. We have to go back to the news, but oh my gosh, that just why is it that Armin's never around when like the big news happens? Do you remember when J.K. Rowling responded to one of my posts? Armin wasn't around for that either. So he's missing all of this stuff. I'm not going to play rock music. I played that in honor of I played that in honor of David and Disturbed. So there you go, because David is speaking out for us. God bless him. God bless him. God preserve him. Thank you, David. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. Okay, let's go back to the news now. Let's go back to the news. Because this is important.
Incredible products.
Empana is now available at Walmart and on Amazon with free shipping with an annual donation supporting the Patriot Fund. Go to Walmart or Amazon.
I don't want a military invasion of Iran. I don't want any boots on the ground. But President Trump has chosen wisely to be with the protesters. If I were you, Mr. President, I would kill the leadership that are killing the people. You've got to end this. If it ends well, then peace breaks out.
That was Senator Lindsey Graham with me here last weekend, urging President Trump to take decisive action against Iran's brutal regime. The president said on Friday that Iran canceled the execution of over 800 political prisoners as it continues to monitor the protests, which began late last month over Iran's failing economy and the president's crippling sanctions. But the pain lingers as thousands have already been killed for protesting on the streets. Joining me now in the Sunday Morning Features exclusive is Senate Foreign Relations Committee member, Senator Bill Hagerty of Tennessee. Senator, great to see you. Thanks so much for being here. I want to get your take on foreign affairs as well as domestic policy with regard to ICE, what you heard from Todd Lyons a moment ago. First, let's take on Iran. Your reaction to President Trump's treatment of this issue. Do you believe the president should, in fact, take more aggressive action against the Iranian leadership?
I do, and we've seen what happens when we fail to do so. Under President Obama, rather than take aggressive action when Iranians were in the streets really looking and searching for the type of leadership that President Trump is now delivering, what did Obama do? He remained silent and turned around and handed them billions of dollars, pallets of cash in return for this so-called Iran deal that was a massive failure. We had them at their knees in 2020. I worked on an aspect of it when I was ambassador to Japan, stopping all oil purchases by the Japanese from the Iranians. The maximum pressure program was working. John Kerry then steps in, the former Secretary of State, tells the Iranians, wait, see what happens with the election. Guess what? Joe Biden comes into office and immediately relaxes the enforcement of sanctions. Money begins to flow back to Iran. Terror breaks out in the Middle East. We know what happens when America leadership is not there, when we're not present. Yeah. President Trump is stepping up, and in fact, stepping up in a major way. He's backing it up with movements of carrier strike groups into the region. I think the Ayatollahs better be listening very carefully to President Trump.
Yeah, and I feel like many of the president's moves are also messages to communist China. We're going to talk with Victoria Coates in a few minutes, and she points out that there are massive amounts of smaller fishing boats right now in the South China Sea. Maybe they're there to harass, obstruct shipping lanes. We're going to talk about that. But China has been able to infiltrate the United States in ways that no one has ever expected or understood. President Trump understands this. Do you believe some of these moves, whether it be wanting to acquire Greenland to protect America from China and Russia, or going into Venezuela and extracting Nicolas Maduro, or the activity for Iran, is this partly to send a message to our number one adversary, Communist China?
Maria, you're always so good on seeing China for what it is. And I think President Trump would agree with you. He's playing the long game. Yeah. There are geostrategic implications for everything that's happening longer term here. If you think about Iran and Venezuela, their illicit oil is being purchased primarily by China. That illicit oil is now coming under U.S. control. Yeah. That's going to...
You know what? That makes me so excited. I cannot wait until like Iranian oil is being sold to our allies as opposed to being sold to like terrorist states like communist China and Russia, like the Putin, right? Like it's time that like Iranian oil is actually being sold and will be sold to like democratic countries, right? That would be huge. That would be huge. Like I'm so sick and tired of Iranian, like for the last 47 years, Iran's resources have been taken over by like savage Muslim terrorists who, chant like Allahu Akbar, kind of jihad, whatever, like savage nonsense. And they have been selling our Iranian resources to terrorists and to governments that support terrorism, right? So, I'm so happy about this. Like, I'm actually really glad that they're talking about the oil because yes, like Iran, one of Iran's biggest resources is oil. And don't let like the Democrats or the woke progressives or whatever, right? Don't let them be like, oh, Trump is doing this because of the oil, and like don't make them think like that. Don't make them allow them to convince you that that's a bad thing. That's a good thing. Good. You know what? I'm glad President Trump is coming to free Iran so that we Iranians can sell Iranian oil to the United States, because I would rather Iranian oil be sold to, the country that's the leader of the free world than, like some terrorist country that's like starting wars everywhere, right? I would rather trade with allies. Like that's the whole point of international trade, right? International trade with your allies, because mutual benefits there. Like I'm so sick and tired of Iranian oil being used to like fuel terrorism. So good. You know what? I'm glad that they're talking about this. Because yeah, like we should be selling oil to our democratic allies, as opposed to, China and CCP and, communist Russia. So I just want to point that out, because I know a lot of lefties are like, oh, Trump's doing this for the oil. Good. That's politics, guys. That's politics, right? That's politics. And I'm happy about that. As a former politician, I think it's genius. I think it's absolute genius. President Trump is finding a new ally for oil supply. And what's going to happen is when Iran is free and Iran starts selling oil to the United States, President Trump is no longer going to have to rely on being bullied by Saudi Arabia, right? Because right now Saudi Arabia can kind of almost bully the United States, right? But once Iran is free, Saudi Arabia is not gonna be able to do anything anymore. So good. I'm glad. I'm so thankful they're going after the oil.
Have a major impact on China. You think about China competing
in ways that no one has ever expected or understood. President Trump understands this. Do you believe some of these moves, whether it be wanting to acquire Greenland to protect America from China and Russia, or going into Venezuela and extracting Nicolas Maduro, or the activity for Iran, is this partly to send a message to our number one adversary, Communist China?
Maria, you're always so good on seeing China for what it is. And I think President Trump would agree with you. He's playing the long game. Yeah. There are geostrategic implications for everything that's happening longer term here. If you think about Iran and Venezuela, their illicit oil is being purchased primarily by China. That illicit oil is now coming under U.S. control. Yeah. That's going to have a major impact on China. You think about China competing against us with rare earth minerals. We're going to control the flow of oil. It's not about producing the oil as much as it is about controlling it. And with oil under control, and Venezuelan oil under American control, I think we see what's happening in Iran. There is a change underway right now. And if you think about the movements in Greenland, again, long-term geostrategic implications there. China, the East China Sea, the South China Sea, again, the boats, the harassment that's going on. President Trump has re-engaged with Japan in a way that shows even greater strength. I was the ambassador to Japan back when Prime Minister Abe was in office. I now see Prime Minister Takaichi and President Trump taking the relationship even further. China hates this. Long-term, Japan is the strongest partner we could possibly have in the region. President Trump is definitely playing the long game from a geostrategic standpoint, and he's winning.
And I love what's going on in Japan right now. It is just flourishing, and you're seeing lots of tourism and excitement and participation in the prime minister's agenda there. But I want to take you back to the United States right now and take a look at the president's priorities here. He came out with a list of things in the last 100 days: a ban on large institutional investors purchasing single-family homes, $200 billion purchase of mortgage-backed securities, a 10% cap on credit card interest rates, the idea that he's going to announce next week in Davos that you could now tap into your 401k to buy a home. These are all efforts that...
Okay, that's pretty much it on the Iran segment. So let's go to some more breaking news here. Oh my gosh. This was the demonstration. So this was the pro-Iran, anti-Islam demonstration in Vancouver today. Look at this, guys. Okay. We need some music here. We need some music. So let me get like the epic music. And let's go. God, wow, that was crazy. Well, yeah, I've already played all the footage coming out of occupied Iran. I can replay the footage for you guys, sure. I mean, the current time in Iran is 5 a.m., so the footage is from earlier today. But I mean, yeah, I can play it for you. I've played it before. Here, let me go to Manoto News, and I'm happy to play the footage. We played it before, but I'm happy to play it again. So there's Ali. Oh, guys, there's Ali Kademi, the soccer player. Remember? I already translated his speech for you, but Ali Kademi is like the Iranian Messi, right? And he showed up in LA. And do you guys see like all the American flags there too? So I mean, this is 12 minutes long. I'm not gonna play the whole 12-minute long video, but like he's very, very popular. I'm not gonna play this. This is this one's rough. I mean, okay, you know what? Sure. I don't like playing these kinds of videos, but the world needs to see. So this is the Islamic regime terrorist forces, and they're literally like, open shooting, like just like literally shooting at unarmed Iranians. So here you go. Yeah. That's been going on for the last 3 weeks. So I try not to focus on that, though. I try not to focus on that because what Iranians in occupied Iran are telling us is that right now is not the time to focus on these sorts of things. What they're saying, what they're asking us to do is to focus on the positive and to, you know, just let the outside world know that the revolution is continuing. And we know that the revolution is continuing because Islamic regime state TV was hacked today. So yes, the protests are ongoing. The demonstrations are ongoing. And yeah, guys, the Islamic regime state TV being hacked, that was crazy. It's literally like a Hollywood movie. This is new footage. Well, so this footage, guys, this footage is from last week, but it's new because it's coming out now because the internet has been shut down for a week, right? So because of the last, you know, because the internet was shut down, we didn't really get a lot of videos. So this is footage from last week, but it's new. But look at this. Oh, by the way, so the word they're saying here, they're saying bisharaf, okay? Bisharaf means dishonorable. Bisharaf, guys, remember, bisharaf is what I called chunky yogurt, right? And then the Islamic regime made a video about me, and they're like, oh, look at this like woman, she's swearing at like non-Iranians, right? Even though bisharaf isn't a swear word, bisharaf just means dishonorable. And as you can tell, even Iranians here in occupied Iran, they're out in the streets in the thousands, and they're chanting bisharaf, right? So they're calling the Islamic regime oppressors this dishonorable. Bisharaf. I'll spell it out for you, sure. There you go. Bisharaf. I'm waiting for the chat to update here. What? Having trouble connecting? Please check your internet connection. There you go. Bisharaf. There you go. So that's how it's spelled, right? Bisharaf. So here they're chanting Mag var diktator, which means death to the dictator. So there's that. Okay, so here's the Islamic regime state TV being hacked, okay? Oh my God, you guys are learning Persian so well. Teketun bisharaf IRGC criminals. Yes. Tekeshun bisharafan. Yeah, tekeshun bisharafan. Oh my gosh. Bisharaf Khamenei. That's a good one. Bisharaf. Oh my gosh, you guys are the greatest. Yeah, there you go. Persian 101. Persian 101. Okay, so this is the video of Islamic regime TV being hacked by someone, we don't know who, being hacked. And on the TV, it says Javid Shah, which means long live the king. And then eventually it goes to like a message from King Reza Pahlavi, who's the leader of the Iranian National Revolution. Guys, when Armin and I broke this story earlier today, for those of you who were here, you probably caught our reactions, right? Like we were just like, like we were in shock. We were in absolute shock because this is like something that you would see in like, I don't know, like a Hollywood movie or something, right? Sorry, let me just read this. Anyways, so okay, so we're going to I can see the comments, but I can't respond to every single comment because I also have to like speak, right? Like if I was just going to respond to all the comments, I would never be able to share the news. So okay, so here's the video. And guys, I'm telling you, it's like this is something you would expect to see in, I don't know, like a heist movie, like I don't know, Mission Impossible or John Wick or something, right? Oh, you screenshotted my reaction earlier? Oh man. Can you like if you have X, could you like, I don't know, put the link put the link to or put the screenshot image like under here. If you have that screenshot, I would love to get my reaction there. But there's the link to my current live stream on X. If you could like, I don't know, put the screenshot in the comments, I would love that so much. Oh my gosh, that'd be fantastic. All right, okay, so we're gonna watch this now. So basically, the gist of it is, it's this Iranian couple in occupied Iran, and then all of a sudden, the TV channel changes and it says Javid Shah. Javid Shah means long live the king. And then it shows a policeman who's spray painting "Long Live the King" on the wall. And then they're in shock. They're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And then, yeah, so it's totally hacked, right? So let's go ahead. And you can see like how excited he is. He's like, he's clapping. He's like, oh my God, long live the king on channel 3. And then here on the TV screen, it says "این یک پیام به ارتش و نیروهای انتظامی است," which means this is a message for the army and police and security forces. And then it says اسلحه هایتان به سمت مردم نگیرید برای آزادی ایران به ملت بپیوندید. So they say this is a message to the military and police and security forces. Do not point your weapons at the people. Instead, to free Iran, defect, and stand with the people. So that's what this message says. And this message is being broadcast on literally every single TV in occupied Iran. And then this one says, ملت ایران به مبارزه خود ادامه دهید، آزادی از هر زمان نزدیکتر است. So it says to the people of Iran, to the nation of Iran, continue the fight, continue the revolution. Freedom has never been this close. So he's basically saying, continue the revolution. Your freedom has never been this close. And this message was broadcast all over Islamic regime state TV. And then here you can see like the signal, like, so the Islamic regime finds out what's happening. So here the Islamic regime is trying to jam the signal, right? Because they want this message to come down, right? They don't want the Iranian people to see this message. So there's like, it's like a battle there with like the signal jammers. But guys, the message from the Iranian freedom fighters, it prevails. Like, so the Islamic regime, they're not able to take down the TV hack message. And then the Iranians like "Daran parazit mindazan." That means like they're trying to jam it, but he's saying it in like a laughter way, right? Because he's so excited. He's like, "Oh my gosh, like Look at this. Look at this. Like they're trying to jam the signals, but it's not working.
Good.
Okay. Wait, let me go back there. Guys, look at that. Look at that. So one of the messages, do you see that? So one of the messages that was broadcast, here, let me make this bigger if I can. Let me make the screen bigger. There we go. Okay, so one of the messages that was broadcast on Islamic Regime State TV during the hack, help is on the way, Trump tells Iranians. Do you see that? So now literally, even though the Islamic regime shut down the internet and they tried to cut off Iranians from the rest of the world, with this one TV hack, right? They're basically saying, help is on the way, Trump tells Iranians. In both. So in the top, you can see at the top of the TV, you see the headline. It says, help is on its way, Trump tells Iranians. And then you see that the yellow rectangle under there with like the squiggly lines. So that's in Persian. So it basically says, Tehran khatab be mardom Iran komak dar rah hast, which means Trump tells the people of Iran, help is on its way. So that title in English has been translated to Persian, and it's being broadcast on every single TV channel. Okay, wait. Okay, so there's that, and let's continue now. So literally every single TV screen that was like playing TV, every single TV screen that was playing TV saw this message where it says, President Trump says help is on the way. I know it, guys. It's better than a movie. Like I don't even think Hollywood could come up with something like this. I don't even think Hollywood could come up with something like this. Wow. Okay, so let's continue now. And then here it says Orupa ba shomaست. That means Europe is with you. So that's really important because typically Europe has kind of taken the side of like the Islamists and the Islamic regime. So the fact that this message says Europe is with you, that actually gives Iranians a lot of hope because it's basically saying to them that even Europe that usually sides with the Islamic regime is now standing with you, which means that's a signal that the Islamic regime is pretty much done. It's falling. Okay? So it's saying Orupa ba shomaست, Europe is with you. And then these are some images from all the demonstrations that Iranians have had around the world, the ones that we've showed you. So now they're showing this. They're showing this to Iranians in occupied Iran to let them know that even though they've been cut off from the outside world, those of us who are outside of Iran, we have not forgotten about them and we've continued to be their voice. And then this is Friedrich Merz. He's a German politician, and he's basically saying, we got to support and take the side of the Iranian people. So here she's like, Armish Nimiot. So what she's saying is like, okay, so now they're changing to another channel, and she's like, is the channel logo not showing up? Is the channel logo not showing up? So this is the like sports channel. So even the sports channel, which is supposed to be like 24 hours soccer or football or whatever, even the sports channel has been hacked, okay? And then it says, sorry, it's like too small for me. شاهزاده رضا پهلوی صدای ماست. They're basically saying that His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, is our voice, and like we're here for you, and the revolution is ongoing. And you see how excited she is. So just listen to how excited she gets when they see yeah, it's literally all your channel are belong to us. Yeah, literally all your channel are belong to us. And I have some other videos for you as well. But just listen here to like how excited her voice gets when she reads the word Reza, like Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi on the TV screen. Like that's how much hope he gives Iranians.
شبکه ورزش بالا نوشته الان می‌بینیم شبکه 3 این ایران تیوی 3
So now they change to another channel and then they see him on the screen. They see him on the screen. Look how excited she sounds. Look at this. So they go to another hacked channel and he just shows up.
Iran TV 3.
So Damishun Garm is basically like, oh my gosh, like I love him, like, you know, he's the best, right? So they're thrilled. They're like, oh, we can't believe they're doing this. Like it's giving them so much hope, right? And then he's bragging. He's like, so he's like, we found out before everyone else that they've hacked the TV. So here he's saying, you must have heard the message of the President of the United States by now. Help is on the way. So Prince Reza Pahlavi sent a message to everyone in occupied Iran. And he's like, don't worry. The President of the United States has said help is on the way. That happened today, a few hours ago. And then here's saying to like military and security, he's like, you know, this is your final chance to defect and take the side of the people because the regime is falling. He's like, there's not a lot of time left. So now like, let's go check. Now they're like, let's check some other channels. So she starts laughing and she's like, oh my gosh, they've hacked all the channels, right? They've hacked all the channels. There you go. Okay. So that's one of the videos. So we broke that earlier today, but I'm telling you guys, like, that's like Hollywood. That's like, I don't even know how Hollywood could come up with a better story like that, right? Because that's just epic. That's just absolutely epic. But let me show you a few more of these hacked videos here. So here's another one.
فرصت دارند به مردم بدهند و یاور ملت باشند یا اینکه همدستی با قاتلان ملت را انتخاب کنند و ننگ و نسکین ابدی ملت را برای خود بزنند. تا به حال باستی پیام رئیس جمهور امریکا رو در ضمن شنیده باشید. کمک در راه هست. پیام
Guys, so the way we pronounce America, the way that we pronounce America is Amrika. So I'm going to go back and catch, he says Amrika. So he's basically saying Reis Jomhur Amrika, which means the president of the United States, right? Listen to this.
پیام رئیس جمهور امریکا رو در
Amrika. Did you catch that?
باستی پیام رئیس جمهور امریکا رو در ضمن شنیده باشید. کمک در راه هست. پیام ویژه‌ای دارم به پرسنل ارتش. راه هست. پیام ویژه‌ای دارم به پرسنل ارتش. شما ارتش ملی ایران هستید، نه ارتش جمهوری اسلامی. وظیفه
It's not I think it's more like im. It's like so we pronounce it like this. Im re ka. That's probably like Emrika. Emrika. Some say Amrika, so some say Amrika, some say Emrika, but that's how it is. So we have one less syllable than you. Yeah, it's like Amrika, Emrika. There you go. So that's the Iranian way. You know what, guys? It's really funny because like certain words we add like we'll add what's the sound I'm looking for now? Not vowel, not consonant. I just said the word. Anyway, so some words will add like extra sounds, and then some words will get rid of the sounds. So syllable, there you go. That's the word, syllable. There you go. I had brain lapse there. So for example, in English it's trump, which is one syllable, but in Persian we say terump, which is two syllables. Don't ask me why, that's just the rules. We say terump. It's just how it's pronounced. So we'll add a syllable for President Trump, but for America, right? In English it's America, that's four syllables. But in Persian, we say Amerika, which is three syllables. So no idea why that is. So yeah, we randomly add syllables and then we randomly take away syllables. But there you go. So that's how we pronounce America. It's Amerika. All right, now you guys know.
دارید از جان همیهنانتون حفاظت بکنید. فرصت زیادی براتون.
There you go.
فرصت.
And then look at this one. So this is crazy. So the king himself, so the leader of the Iranian National Revolution himself, he posted on his official communications channel You know what? That's a very interesting point, right? So the clips that you're seeing, I don't think they were taken from they weren't taken from a Pahlavi speech. That video was tailor-made for this hack. That means the US and or Israel did this hack, which also means there's no going back for President Trump. I agree because that's a very, very good point, because we've been monitoring every single one of his speeches, and not once in any of his speeches has he said that, Reza Amerika gofte ke help is on the way, right? So that speech was specifically released in Iran. We haven't seen that speech yet. So this was pre-planned. I don't know who's behind it. I don't know who. No idea. You're right. He did say that. He said the Iranians outside of Iran are fighting too. You will see this on your TV screen soon. You're right. He did say that. Wow. He said all that. You're right. Oh no, I'm sure because he's never said that. He's never the way that he was addressing the Iranian people in Iran, like that's new. That's new because he never said that in English, or sorry, he never said that in his earlier videos at all. And then even his own official communications channel posted this video, another video of the Iranian regime's television networks being hacked, with images from the Iranian National Revolution and messages from Prince Reza Pahlavi. So this video is about 6 minutes long. So I'm just gonna play it for you all. Guys, this is historic. This is historic. This is absolutely historic. And I'm telling you, I'm really vibing to the music. The music is very traditional Iranian. But look at this. Just enjoy. This is the moment it gets hacked.
فرصت دارن به مردم بپیوندن و یاور ملت باشن یا اینکه همدستی با قاتلان ملت را انتخاب کنند و ننگ و نشکین ابدی ملت را برای خود بزنند. تا به حال بایستی پیام رئیس جمهور امریکا رو در ضمن شنیده باشید. کمک در راه هست. پیام ویژه‌ای دارم به پرسنل ارتش. در راه هست. پیام ویژه‌ای دارم به پرسنل ارتش. شما ارتش ملی ایران هستید، نه ارتش جمهوری اسلامی. وظیفه دارید از جان همیهنانتون حفاظت بکنید. فرصت زیادی براتون نمونده. به مردم هر چه زودتر بپیوندید.
Guys, I also want to point something out here. Wait, I need to point something out as well. Like, guys, I'm not adding any background music, okay? This is the original video with, like, they added the background music themselves. So like they themselves have added this like dramatic background music to it. Right? This isn't me. Like this isn't like what this is not like one of the, because I know like with some of the videos like I'll add background music. No. This is what, yeah, the music is fantastic. And this is what was playing on every single TV channel in occupied Iraq because they hacked it. Even the music is like cinematic Hollywood music. Oh, and for those of you who don't know, so this video here, so this is a police officer in occupied Iran. He put out a video of himself where he's basically defecting. He's defecting, and then he's spray painting on the wall Javid Shah, which means long live the king, right? So this is what they're broadcasting in occupied Iran. They're basically telling the Iranian people. They're basically telling the Iranian people that, everyone's defecting and you're not alone. Like, guys, this is huge. You don't understand. The fact that this video is broadcast on every single TV station in occupied Iran, right? Where a police officer has defected from the regime and he's writing "Long live the king" on the wall. This is huge, guys. This is huge. Like, never in my wildest dreams. Guys, we're so close to freedom. Look at this. Like, literally, every channel they switch to, it's the same thing. Even the football channel is hacked. Oh, look at this one. So let me go back. So those police officers, right? So okay, so here. So these police officers, so the one in the middle and the one on the right, they're actually burning the picture of Khamenei, right? Khamenei is the supreme dictator of the Islamic regime, right? So they're burning the picture of Khamenei on Islamic regime state TV. The Islamic regime. Sorry, I'm getting too excited. Guys, like, so this is the equivalent. Okay, so this is the equivalent of, let's say, during World War II in Nazi Germany, let's say someone hacked into Nazi Germany and they took over all the TV stations and they were playing videos of people burning up images of Hitler. Right? Like that's the equivalent of what's happening here. They're burning up images of the supreme dictator Ali Khamenei on Islamic regime TV. Like, that's huge. Everyone saw the burning pictures. And it's not just random people. It's not just random people burning the image. It's police officers who have defected. Police officers who have defected and have taken the side of the people are now burning images of the supreme dictator. Yeah, that's an automatic death sentence. Yes. That's an automatic death sentence, and yet they're doing it because this is what we mean when we say that this is the final battle and we're going to free Iran. This is what we're talking about. Yes, this is on state TV. This is on Islamic regime state TV. This is on every single Islamic regime TV channel. So no matter which channel they go to, they're seeing this. My gosh. And the music is so epic. He's just writing. Yeah, we're contacting state TV. That's exactly what's happening. Look at that. Every channel they turn to. Literally every channel. Yes, takishun. Every channel. This is huge, guys. Like, I don't know how much longer. That's not up to me. That's up to President Trump. Listen. I would love for this to be over tonight. I would love for that. But it's been 47 years of a brutal Islamic dictatorship. And the Islamic regime is unfortunately, one of the most powerful dictatorships in the world, if not the most powerful. Not only are they brutal to Iranian people, but they're the largest state sponsor of terrorism around the world. So, as much as I would love for this to be over like yesterday, we only have one shot at this. And the fact that, President Trump and, Prime Minister Netanyahu and King Reza Pahlavi all seem to be like coordinated. Guys, like this is big. This is big. And lots of moving parts here. Guys, you don't understand. This is like the equivalent of like taking down Nazi Germany. Like that's how big this is. And Nazi Germany didn't even occupy Germany that long. We have been occupied for the last 47 years. Like, guys, I have never experienced a free, normal Iran. I was literally born in an Islamic dictatorship. So believe me, I know I would love for this to happen like ASAP, but I also know that there's a lot of moving parts and we have to trust. And I have a lot of faith and trust in President Trump. I have a lot of faith and trust in Prime Minister Netanyahu. And I also have a lot of faith and trust, of course, in the leader of the Iranian National Revolution and, my king, His Royal Highness, King Reza Pahlavi, right? But guys, they hacked state TV. This is huge. Like this is so big. Here's another one. Look at this. Like every single household in Iran saw this. Guys, President Trump just posted something on Truth Social. President Trump just posted something on Truth Social, guys. Oh man, Armin is missing out on all the my gosh, I need some water. Look at this. So remember how I told you guys, so, as former politician here, no politician posts an article or something unless there's like a meaning behind it, right? So remember when last week President Trump posted that article of Iranian Spider-Man climbing up the UK, the Islamic regime embassy in the UK, changing the flag? And remember President Trump posted a link to that article and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is President Trump giving like a sign that maybe he supports King Reza Pahlavi, right? Remember that? So politicians do not post random articles unless there's meaning behind it. Okay. Now I just want to remind you guys because look at what he just posted. Mark Thiessen, I predict Trump will visit a free Iran, a free Havana, and a free Caracas before he leaves office. President Trump just posted that, you know,
Vistaprint imprime tout ce qui plaît aux fans de votre marque, comme les t-shirts, les bouteilles,
why am I getting commercials in French? I know I'm Canadian, but come
les
on.
sacs, des produits à offrir, à porter et à emporter. En exemplaire unique ou pour toute votre équipe. Des t-shirts au sac, imprimez tous vos besoins sur vistaprint.ca.
This is
Welcome
crazy.
back, America. Can you imagine, Mark Thiessen, a nation, Iran, they have 90 million people, very westernized prior to this Islamist revolution. This is really a counter-revolution to the Islamist revolution. And the free people of Persia, what they can contribute to the world, their culture. I mean, Americans need to understand this is a culture that goes back thousands of years. It is a wonderful culture, brilliant people who were used to Western values, people who were used to that kind of belief system, having this imposed on them. What could this be like, a free Persian people?
Well, first of all, just from a pure national interest perspective, it would mean that Iran is no longer a threat. I mean, this is a death cult of Shia radicals who want to get a nuclear weapon. You know, most countries want to get a nuclear weapon because they want to deter people from attacking them. So it's like a protection for their regime. These dictators want these weapons because no one will touch them if they have a nuclear weapon. The Shia radicals want to use it because their ideology is about bringing about the end times. And so I would this is literally a death cult running a country.
Yeah.
And they cannot be permitted to get a nuclear weapon. Every president in my lifetime since the Iranian Revolution has said that they will not be allowed to get a nuclear weapon. Only Donald Trump actually took action to destroy the nuclear program. But they can reconstitute it. They can reconstitute their ballistic missiles, their air defenses. They can start reconstituting it. We could take it out again. But the best way to deal with the problem is to help the Iranian people get rid of the regime, because then it won't be a threat. And then we'll have actually an ally in Iran. And imagine the transformation that will have taken place under Donald Trump if this happens. Syria is the regime of Bashar al-Assad gone. Hezbollah gone. Hamas destroyed. Iran, a free and democratic country. And then let's expand beyond the Middle East. Venezuela could be a free democratic American ally that's working with us to reduce the price of oil and all the rest of it. And I think now that Venezuelan oil has come up, I bet you on Donald Trump's term, and by the time his term is over, Cuba will be a free country. Can you imagine? That is a democratic transformation of the world unseen since Ronald Reagan and the revolutions of 1980. And it could happen on Trump's watch. I'm going to predict on your show, and you can play it back if I'm right, and you can play it back if I'm wrong, that Donald Trump, before he leaves office, will visit a free Iran, a free Havana, and a free Caracas, and will be greeted as a hero in each one of those capitals.
And that's how you have a legacy for 1,000 years as a great statesman and leader, and the whole world treats you that way. He's already viewed that way in Israel. He's already viewed that way in many parts of the world. I agree with you. But I just wanted to add, I believe Donald Trump will do what he said he's going to do. That's the kind of man he is. I think he sees these videos. He knows exactly what's going on. People really need to pay attention to how he conducts himself, his head fakes and other things that he does, and so forth and so on. He's actually quite brilliant at dealing with this.
Yes.
But a free Iran means all that intelligence, all that human resources will be applied to science and technology, medicine, because the Persian people, this is what they're known for. rather than terrorism and nuclear weapons and so forth and so on. The possibilities are endless, are they not?
And not only that, it means we can finally pivot away from the Middle East. Why do we have troops in Qatar? Why do we have to send aircraft carriers to the Middle East? Because of Iran. If the Iranian regime is no more and Iran is a free and democratic country allied with the United States, we can deploy those resources to the Caribbean. We can deploy those resources to the Pacific. We can focus all our money and attention and troops and weapons on deterring the Chinese communist regime from invading Taiwan and from threatening our interests. So every president has said, "Oh, we want to pivot from the Middle East. We're so tired of being tied down on the Middle East." Donald Trump could pivot away from the Middle East by ending this regime, and that would free up resources and free up taxpayer money. There's so many benefits.
And compare what Trump has done to what Biden left him. It's just night and day. It's so incredible, these two different belief systems. Mark Thiessen, thank you, my friend. Keep up the great work. You're a wonderful voice out there. God bless you.
Oh, wait. Okay, guys. Okay, I see your posts from Armin's chat. Who do you want me to block? Who do you want me to block? Give me their username. Who is it? Okay, give me the username. Which one? I have to... Volt X. Okay, let me find them. Okay, give me a moment. I have to go up. I have to scroll up. Let me find Volt X. I will block them. I can't do it from... Wait. Okay, I'll find it, but if the chat's going too quick and I can't find it, I'm finding it. I'm going up. I'm going to find the name. You just have to give me a moment here. Guys, stop posting in the chat. Stop posting in the chat for a moment. It's not working. I have to scroll up. Oh, I see it. Okay. Okay. All right. I scrolled up enough. I banned them. I've had like 2 ginger boosters today. Now, what's this random Deadpool commercial here? It doesn't work. Even if I scroll up, it doesn't work on like my live stream app. So anyways, it's all good now. You guys can continue posting. Okay. But I swear to God, if Armin gets mad at me for blocking that person, I'm gonna blame it on you guys, because there's like 20,000 people who are witnesses here. Okay. Let's go back to this. This is big, guys.
Half protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Get better protection from online threats. Get NordVPN now.
Welcome back, America. Can you imagine, Mark Thiessen, a nation, Iran, they have 90 million people, very westernized prior to this Islamist revolution. This is really a counter-revolution to the Islamist revolution. And the free people of Persia, what they can contribute to the world, their culture. I mean, Americans need to understand this is a culture that goes back thousands of years. It is a wonderful culture, brilliant people who were used to Western values, people who were used to that kind of belief system, having this imposed on them. What could this be like, a free Persian people?
Well, first of all, just from a pure national interest perspective, it would mean that Iran is no longer a threat. I mean, this is a death cult of Shia radicals who want to get a nuclear weapon. You know, most countries want to get a nuclear weapon because they want to deter people from attacking them. So it's like a protection for their regime. These dictators want these weapons because no one will touch them if they have a nuclear weapon. The Shia radicals want to use it because their ideology is about about the end times. And so I would, this is literally a death cult running a country, and they cannot be permitted to get a nuclear weapon. Every president in my lifetime since the Iranian Revolution has said that they will not be allowed to get a nuclear weapon. Only Donald Trump actually took action to destroy the nuclear program. But they can reconstitute it. They can reconstitute their ballistic missiles, their air defenses. They can start reconstituting it. We could take it out again. But the best way to deal with the problem is to help the Iranian people get rid of the regime, because then it won't be a threat. And then we'll have actually an ally in Iran. And imagine the transformation that will have taken place under Donald Trump if this happens. Syria is the regime of Bashar al-Assad gone. Hezbollah gone. Hamas destroyed. Iran a free and democratic country. And then let's expand beyond the Middle East. Venezuela could be a free democratic American ally that's working with us to reduce the price of oil and all the rest of it. And I think now that Venezuelan oil has come up, I bet you on Donald Trump's term, and by the time his term is over, Cuba will be a free country. Can you imagine? That is a democratic transformation of the world unseen since Ronald Reagan and the revolutions of 1989. And it could happen on Trump's watch. I'm going to predict on your show, and you can play it back if I'm right, and you can play it back if I'm wrong, that Donald Trump, before he leaves office, will visit a free Iran, a free Havana, and a free Caracas, and will be greeted as a hero in each one of those capitals.
And that's how you have a legacy for 1,000 years as a great statesman and leader, and the whole world treats you that way. He's already viewed that way in Israel. He's already viewed that way in many parts of the world. I agree with you. But I just wanted to add, I believe Donald Trump will do what he said he's going to do. That's the kind of man he is. I think he sees these videos. He knows exactly what's going on. People really need to pay attention to how he conducts himself, his head fakes and other things that he does, and so forth and so on. He's actually quite brilliant at dealing with this.
Yes.
But a free Iran means all that intelligence, all that human resources will be applied to science and technology, medicine, because the Persian people, this is what they're known for, rather than terrorism and nuclear weapons and so forth and so on. The possibilities are endless, are they not?
And not only that, it means we can finally pivot away from the Middle East. Why do we have troops in Qatar? Why do we have to send aircraft carriers to the Middle East? Because of Iran. If the Iranian regime is no more, and Iran is a free and democratic country allied with the United States, we can deploy those resources to the Caribbean. We can deploy those resources to the Pacific. We can focus all our money and attention and troops and weapons on deterring the Chinese communist regime from invading Taiwan and from threatening our interests. So every president has said, oh, we want to pivot from the Middle East. We're so tired of being tied down on the Middle East. Donald Trump could pivot away from the Middle East by ending this regime. And that would free up resources and free up taxpayer money. There's so many benefits.
And compare what Trump has done to what Biden left him. It's just night and day. It's so incredible, these two different belief systems. Mark Thiessen, thank you, my friend. Keep up the great work. You're a wonderful voice.
Wow. Wow. And guys, keep in mind, President Trump posted the link to this video on his Truth Social. Oh, wait, I lost connection. Give me a moment. Look at this. President Trump himself posted the link to that 5-minute interview on his Truth Social. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Armin's missing out. Poor Armin. I know he's very excited speaking to all his friends, but he is missing out right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at these demonstrations in Paris today. Oh, I like this one. Look at that. Islamic Republic of Iran is at 1%. I agree. 1%. Then you see like, oh, the lion and sun, of course. Lion and sun. A beautiful flag. And look, guys, look. Even in Paris, do you see the flag of America? Do you see that? Even in Paris, France, Iranians, and these aren't American citizens. These are probably like French Iranians, right? Even in Paris, France, they're waving the flag of America. Do you guys see that? Oh my gosh. Literally every single demonstration by Iranians, no matter where around the world, you see the American flag. Wow. Look at so Iran International now is breaking the news that I posted earlier. So they're saying, breaking, US President Donald Trump shared a quote on his Truth Social account from Mark Thiessen during an appearance on Fox News, which says, I predict Trump will visit a free Iran, a free Havana, and a free Caracas before he leaves office. Look at that. Oh, do you guys know about this picture? You know, this picture isn't AI, right? This picture is real. This picture is from when President Nixon visited Iran back in the 1970s. Do you see that? So, before when, before the savage Muslims took over Iran and, turned us into a 7th century Islamic hellhole governed by Sharia law, Iran was an ally, yes. And this is how we Iranians, we honored President Nixon visiting Iran. Yeah. And then all those Iranians, all those Iranians you see here lined up, they're all actually waving tiny like America flags. So all these Americans were lined up to greet President Nixon coming to Iran. And then, the Shah of Iran put up these giant flags of America to honor Americans, right? This is who we are. This is who we are. We've just been occupied by like Muslim Allah Akbar savages for the last 47 years, right? Look at that. That's so huge. Oh no, wait, we haven't heard from her yet. Oh my gosh, I thought that was a new post. Shoot, we still haven't heard from her. Oh, all right. What's going on here? Oh my god. Oh no. I don't know if I can translate this. This has swear words. This is where we need Armin. This is where we need Armin because I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Guys, I'm supposed to not translate swear words, but this is so good. I can't. Oh my gosh. It's so rude. It's so rude. Gosh. Okay, so a message from the USS Abraham Lincoln to Mushali. So who's Mush Ali? So Mush means mouse. Okay, so Mush is the Persian word for mouse. So or rat, right? So we Iranians we call Khamenei, we call him Mush Ali because ever since the 12-day Israel IRGC war, he's been hiding in the tunnels and in the bunkers like a rat. Okay, so he's been hiding in the tunnels, in the bunkers like a rat. So we call him Mush Ali. Okay, so here it says a message from the USS Abraham Lincoln to Mush Ali. And it's, you know, an Iranian woman. This is in Canada. I think this is Vancouver. From the looks of the buildings, this looks like Vancouver. Could be Toronto, but anyways. So okay, so the sign reads so I'm going to translate it, but it's not going to rhyme, okay? Like the rhyming happens in Persian. So in Persian it says Abrahim Navi tu rah mushali kuni tu chah. Calgary. Okay, it's Calgary. Okay. Yeah, so Abrahim Navi tu rah mushali kuni tu chah. So there's the rhyme part of it. But now this is the actual translation. So it says the USS Abraham Lincoln and the Navy are on their way. Khamenei, the faggot, is hiding in a bunker. I'm not repeating that. Not repeating that. But there you go. I mean, it's rude. It's rude. It's rude. But there you go. That's there you go. All right. So there's that sign. I already showed you Vancouver. So I mean, if you want to see it again, here you go. This is a demonstration from today in Vancouver. Let me add the epic music. So I'm telling you, I don't like swearing. I don't like swearing. There's a lot. I mean, and I get it. There's a lot of swearing going on, but ew. Oh, people are making images of Hodor, Iranian Hodor. Look, here's another one of Iranian Hodor. Wait, اون صدای فریدون فرخزاده مگه نه؟ دوستان اون صدا فریدون فرخزاده مگه نه؟ صداش بود. Wait, I'm trying to confirm. I'm trying to confirm if that was the voice of who I think it was. صدای فریدون فرخزاد بود فکر کنم. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know if that was him, but it sounds like him. You don't hear anything? Maybe the audio stopped working. All right, let me reshare that. Okay. Let me know if you hear it now.
یک روزی ملت ما آزاد میشه و این روز زیاد دور نیست. فرهنگ همیشه غالب میشه بر زور و ستم و قلدری. فرهنگ ایران هزاران سال غالب شده. بر چنگیز مغول غالب شده. اینها کی هستند که فرهنگ ایران بر اینها غالب نشه؟
Guys, okay. So, do you know whose voice this is? Okay, so I was right, guys. So, this is the voice of Bapishman. So he's saying one day, our nation will be free. And this day is not far away. Like culture will always like win over like, you know, bullying and terrorism and oppression. Iran has been around for thousands of years. So he's saying Iran has been around for thousands of years. Like, who are these people to think that they can take our culture from us? Okay. Oh yeah, they murdered Bapishman back in 1992. They murdered him. They murdered Bapishman because they were threatened by him. Yeah. Listen again, that's him. He was such an activist. Listen, now his voice is you know, here on Iranian Hodor. Yes, they murdered him back in 1992. So he's saying, you know, one day soon our nation will be freed from the Islamic regime, and that day is not so far away. Like Iranian culture will always prevail over, like, you know, oppression and you know, like dictatorships and like Islam and that kind of stuff. Iranian culture has been around for thousands of years and will be around for thousands of years more. Who are these people? Who, you know, who do these people think they are?
یک روزی ملت ما آزاد میشه و این روز زیاد دور نیست. فرهنگ همیشه غالب میشه بر زور و ستم و قلدری. فرهنگ ایران هزاران سال غالب شده. بر چنگیز مغول غالب شده. اینها کی هستند که فرهنگ ایران بر اینها غالب نشه؟
Hey, there you go. That's his voice. That's Bapishman. That's Bapishman. They killed him in 1992. 1992 is when the Islamic regime murdered him. Yeah, they murdered Bapishman. They murdered our Iranian Burt Reynolds because they were afraid of a singer raising awareness about Islamic terrorism, right? Oh, I know for a fact that he can see what's going on from the other side. How did they murder him? Brutally. They murdered him brutally. But you know something? You guys have now helped to immortalize him. So, but do you see how much we Iranians love him? Like, we literally take snippets of his voice and like his speeches. Like, we literally take things that he said in the 1980s and we superimpose it over things that are happening right now. Because everything that he was saying is just so prophetic, right? And we love Fereydun Farrokhzad. Aww. Yeah, you're right. He wasn't just a singer. I know that. He was a hero. That's not what I mean. When I say he was just a singer, I mean like he wasn't a terrorist. He wasn't a savage. He wasn't like a criminal. He was هنرمند بود. اومدن هنرمندامونو کشتن. از این نظر میگم. نمیگم که فقط خواننده بود. منظورم اینه که چی میدونم قاتل نبود، خائن نبود، آدم وحشی نبود، هنرمند بود، کشتنش. That's what I mean. That's his name. Fereydun Farrokhzad. That's Bapish man. All right. I think I need to end the show, guys, only because guys, I have a huge interview tomorrow. I have a really big interview for tomorrow, guys. It was just booked. I need to get some sleep. Do you know who I have an interview with tomorrow? I'm saying here. که ما اینجا سروداش رو گوش کردیم الان. آره. ببین کاملا درست. ببین دیگه فریدون فرخزاد بین المللی شد. فریدون فرخزاد بین المللی شد. روحش شاد. روحش شاد. Guys, okay. You're never gonna guess. You're never gonna guess who I have an interview with tomorrow. Sean Hannity on Fox News. So excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Okay. I need to get some rest and I need to refresh. Oh no, I'm so excited. Sean Hannity's fantastic. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that one. Oh, I love Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity's amazing. So excited. That's gonna be good. I'm so excited. Wow. Okay, guys, we need a code though. We need a code. So I want to say something during the interview's earlier in the day, but I think he's gonna play it in the evening probably, right? So let's do like a code. Let's do a code thing. Hopefully no one from Fox is watching right now. So I'm gonna have to like include like a code message. And that code message will be to all of you guys. So tug on my ear? Oh, Bapish? Code word Bapish? Okay, how am I going to fit in Bapish on Fox News? How am I going to fit in Bapish? I have to Bapish you guys on Fox News? Okay, all right. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're like you're this was supposed to be like an easy challenge and now you're like you took it's like, you know, I want a difficulty mode beginner, but now you took it like difficulty mode to like expert, like God mode. Jeez. All right. Bapish. I'll try. Okay. I will Bapish. I will Bapish for you guys. But I hope that all the Americans here, you guys better back me up on this. You guys better back me up on this because I'm gonna go on Fox News. I'm gonna say Bapish. Okay. All right, guys. All right, guys. I have to go get some rest, but thank you all for being here. Today has been wild. Today has been crazy. Like, in between the cyber hack and then like everything else going on. Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Iran Revolution Live. Hopefully we're almost at the finish line. Thank you so much everyone. God bless America. Am Yisrael Chai, Payande Iran, Javid Shah.
کشور ما تاریخ ما درسی دگر فرا گرفته گویی اهورا مستا دوباره در نور خود مرا گرفته هشتون سرودی سر میدهم باز فارغ از رنج و تشویش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش هن ای پدر هن ای پسر برخیز و با ما شهنگام تا درد آن تجربه تلخ ما را نکشیده در خواب بگذار هر دم بغرند گرگ‌ها دم لباس میش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ای کارگر ای برزگر راحت کنون ادامه دارد در این زمان که پرتو یزدان از هر سو بر تو میبارد پس پیش به سوی آزادی از بحر خزر تا کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش خلقا به پا بحر دفاع از استقلال و آزادی تا بشکنیم پشت ارتجاع تیریزی ویران آبادی تا زنده سازیم سنت‌های می از بر آیین و کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش با امید روزی که تمام این دلبشو و انقلاب تموم بشه و ما در روشنایی نور و سعادت مردم کشورمون غرق بشه نه خارجی نه بیگانه نه مستشارهای ویرانی نه چیر خاران نه کاسلیسان فقط هم رزمان ایرانی ما با شرافت میهنی بسازی بهر فرزندان خویش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش مردم بیایید داخل صف ما اکنون که آغاز رویاست دشمنان بدانید ما زنده هستیم بعد از ما هم ایران پابرجاست آن روح شیطان ما را فریب داد با صد شعار مردمیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش پرچم ما پرچم ایران غرق خون شهیدان روی شانه هامان حمل میکنیمش در هر خیابان و میدان ماسک دلغکان را برداری از روی تسبیح و ریش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش.
All right, you little terrorists.